Good afternoon, everybody. It's telling me live. It's up to you to tell me whether I am or not. And can anybody hear me? Good afternoon, Jason. Oh, and look at that. Actually get an alert for the live stream as it went up. Bloody hell, that's never happened before. Rob, good afternoon, mate. Rippy, how are you, buddy? Yeah, Mrs. W isn't with us at the moment. No problem with it. She's over her daughter's at the moment. She might be back in time to come in. I don't know. She was hoping to be back by 4, but she obviously isn't. Murph, good afternoon, mate, or evening as it is there. Likewise, Jason. Nice to see you, mate. A few more dropping in. Anybody else going to go and say hello? Well, I was going to go through some of the news today, but being as what today is and what this stream's for, I'm not going to. I don't want to spread doom and gloom today, and so I'll leave it up to you guys what we talk about. Just for a change. How are you all doing out there anyway? There's 15 watching, so good world to all, yeah. Not exactly all, Murph, but I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, effectively, the Christmas shopping's been shut down in London with idiots, but there you go. Stuart, good afternoon, buddy. Peeling spuds for tomorrow. I leave that up to the girls. Sean, good afternoon, sweetheart. Hope you're well. Getting a new exit. Did you spell it right on the label, though, Rob? Spell your name right. Paul, good afternoon, mate. Likewise to you. Resist. Welcome, buddy. I take it that's the Welsh Christmas greeting, Jason. I have seen it on a few posts. Sure, but I'm okay. Yeah, you weren't too good yesterday, was you, sweetheart? I'm sorry to hear that. Lucky I'm on here, actually. Because I'm here on my own, I'd actually fallen asleep in my chair. Normally, if I do it, Heather wakes me up, but this is the lad. Fair enough, Loafer. Well, there was somebody else who said they were going away for Christmas. I can't bloody remember who it is now. Tony, good afternoon. Oh, pardon me. That's not the drink. As you know, I don't drink, so. Right, what's going on over here? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing really interesting going on there. Nothing really on the headlines either. There was something on there about immigrants earlier on, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. As I say, I've been trying to stay away from the news at the moment. Yeah, well, it don't matter. They're all going home for the holidays, aren't they, Jason? Can't believe that. Cheeky bastards. No worries, Tony. No worries, mate. Let me just sort my mat out here, otherwise that's going to end up pulling the wires out the back of the computer. Yeah, it is, Jace. It's they're panicking, mate. They ain't got a clue what they're doing. Oh, sorry, guys. Trying to get comfortable here. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit comfortable over Christmas. Obviously, as I said before, the last round of my treatment, they only managed to get half the amount of blood out of me that they needed to. So I've got to go back after Christmas and have some more. But at least the bruising's gone down now, or starting to. You can just see it in there. It's part of the treatment, and it is working when they can get the blood out of me, but it congeals and clots that quick, even with the blood thinners, that it blocks the needles. Yeah, do you know what, Sean? You're saying that. When I had the blood clot on the brain, I'm going back 2014. They gave me an epidural because they wanted to. Was it for that one? Yeah, they doing a needle in the spine shit. They had to take some what was it, spinal fluid out for testing, and ever since then I've had a bad back since they put the fucking needle in the spine. Patria, good afternoon, mate. Well, are you all ready for Christmas? This is the thing. Or is it getting ready for you? Diclofenac. Yeah, that's what the missus takes, para. Yeah, it was, Jason. I didn't really want it to happen, but they said, well, it's the only way of guarantee a test. So, yeah, it's just in the size of the fucking needle they came at me with. Ooh, didn't like that one bit. No, there are people in my life, Sean, that I wish I'd never met. But you meet the wrong people, it teaches you how to look for the wrong people, doesn't it? In one way, you got to be able to see the flags. I don't know whether Dan's out there today or what he's up to today. I did have a chat with him yesterday. I haven't heard from him today actually yet. He has posted on Facebook, but there's obviously still going to be people out shopping and yeah, it is still. I used to say to women, "Oh, it's epidural. You're only having a needle here and a needle there." But when you get that bastard in your spine, it don't matter how much anaesthetic and what you've had. It's not a pain. It's just so bloody uncomfortable. I can't describe it. Well, it looks like I've had a cesarean anyway, with the scar across my stomach where I had the bypass. So some people might question that. Why is a bypass scar in your stomach? Well, it was actually aortic femoral bypass, which means they put a tube from the bottom of my heart here right down into my left leg. And to do that, they had to open me up right across my abdomen and basically move all my bits and pieces out of the way so they could put this thing in. They never forced me, Sham, but I was in so much pain and what have you with the blood clot. I mean, I was in hospital for what I think it was nearly 8 weeks with it before they let me out. I would have done anything. It was just a constant headache. No painkillers really touched it. Yeah, Tony. I mean, I will say, yeah, I got banged up in the past, but these sort of serious health problems that I'm having now, they've only manifested, well, since about 2014, when I had the blood clot. I was clear for good over 10 years then before I started getting the rest of it. But it seems it's all connected. And they believe that I had the polycythemia right from the beginning, and the blood clots that causes have been causing all the other problems. One consultant that I see for the strokes says different, but that's what the consultant from haematology is telling me. So, I've told them, look, get in touch with each other and get on the same page and tell me what the fuck is going on. It's never easy having kids, Sean. Even from a bloke's perspective, it's never easy for having kids. Yeah, there are women that never get over childbirth, Sean. I know a friend of mine years ago, I spoke to her for years. But she suffered, her son was probably about 15 the last time I spoke to her, and that's over 10 years ago. More than that. And she never got over it. Not postnatal or anything like that. It was actual physical conditions. I never asked her directly what it was or what the issues were. I always think people will volunteer that information if they want to. But, what's going on over here? Oh, someone's bought into Manchester United. Oh, whoopee. I don't give a shit about football. Right. What was I going to do? I was going to do something. That was it. Oh, pardon me. All right, we'll get that up there for a start. And that's possibly the reason I'm not seeing everybody is because I've been on fucking Top Chat. Oh, that's the StreamYard link. Is there anybody I've missed in the chat? Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to switch it over. At least I got rid of them bloody hearts that are on everybody else's. Matrix, good afternoon, mate. I nearly dropped in on you on Revs VC yesterday, but there were certain people about that I didn't want to be around, so I didn't bother, mate. But I see you in there. I will catch up with you in there one day. Which one was that, Tony? So I've had quite a bit sent me that I haven't had a chance to look at yet. Oh, I'm Murph. What, bud?
I'm turning around and I'm auditioning for the late self in thing. Do you think the ears work?
Nah, mate. They're too far below the hairline.
I'm back. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Likewise to you, buddy.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad,
this week. I know you've been through the mill this week, my man. I can see the bruises.
Oh, I'm absolutely shattered, mate. Absolutely shattered.
Damn. It's not good.
No, I mean, a little bit more tired than usual, but I think the way that treatment hit last week, or in the week, yeah, it was like the last round I had. It hit me a bit hard, although it weren't the full lot. And I got to go back again. 16th, they've booked me in for.
Yeah.
But it's going to, once they get it to a level, then they can work out, how many weeks between treatment before the cells start multiplying again. And then it will just be a regular thing, maybe once a month or twice a month.
Yeah.
But now we're all ready for it here. I would say the missus is out with the daughter and the grandkids. She was over there for dinner today anyway, because it was a Sunday. And they're fine a lot because they're all here tomorrow. We've got 9 of them here for dinner tomorrow.
Oh damn! You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
As soon as the food's finished and the presents are open, mate, I'm upstairs laid on the bed, fast asleep.
No. You've got to secure the pigs in blankets. You know the rules.
Oh, she's bought me my own separate box of them. We had this issue with the kids last year.
Yeah.
By the time the adults got to the table and put the rest of the dishes down, most of the bloody pigs in blankets were gone. Hang on. I gave them one each until we'd had all ours and then let them have what was left. Yes, Sean, it is nice. It's the only ones that are missing are Heather's brother and his missus. But the 2 kids and the grandkids will be here, not for the whole day. The 2 youngest ones, they go off to their fathers in the afternoon. Obviously, she's not with their father anymore. So he has them on the afternoon. And then from about 3 o'clock onwards, it's adults only. So the oldest grandson's 18 now. He's old enough to sit and have a beer with his mum and his gran. So, yeah, it'll be adults from then on. Debbie, good afternoon. No, he's a very quiet lad. He's got 1 or 2 mates, but he doesn't mix with people. And he just prefers to sit with us, He'll go out with his nan shopping. He doesn't worry about it. He's not embarrassed by it or anything. And he's turned out a real nice lad.
Yeah, but have we not fucking ruined our children then? Because I mean, he should be out riding bikes and fucking causing mayhem like you were doing fucking 2 years ago.
No, he's not a computer geek, but he likes his games and that. He does go out riding. The daughter's partner at the moment, who she's marrying next year, they go at the park. He'll take them up there on the bikes, ride around the park. But they never knew me in that capacity. Is it? They knew I rode mountain bikes and that, but I don't think they realised exactly what I did on them.
Exactly, yeah, to the extreme. Yeah, I know. But
I'm just saying, do today then? Well, I'm going to go out and try and top myself with my mountain bike. You know what I mean? I regularly had attempts at it.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
To be honest, Sean, I am looking forward to some point in the future of me and the missus just having a quiet Christmas together. I mean, neither of us have had one for years. So. But it's nice to see the kids. That's what Christmas is for, as far as I'm concerned. We adults give each other presents or whatever any time of the year, but for the kids, it's something a little bit special.
I sent a mate of mine a winemaking kit, and he just sent me a picture back saying that I'm doing it now. I said, "Well, you're not doing it right." He went, "What do you mean I'm not doing it right?" I said, "You boil the sugar." I said, "It's going to be shite." He turned around and went, "What do you mean I boil the sugar?" I said, "You've got to slow heat the sugar." And he went, no, I'm doing it right. I said, good luck on that fucking book. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. It's Christmas.
I tried to brew anything. It was beer, and I ended up drinking it before it finished fermenting. So you can imagine what that was like.
He's on the kitchen floor now, stirring. he's like,
I was like a fart machine for about a month. Yeah, I had to use crutches, Sean. I didn't. They only gave me a wheelchair in the hospital, and I got that taken off me after 5 minutes of harassing around the ward with it. And they gave me a pair of crutches and a frame.
they rip your wheels.
Oh, they hooked me up to one of them drips with the little thing with the wheels on the bottom. I was using that like a fucking scooter going up and down the ward.
Last time I was in hospital, they said, "Where are you going? I want to do this drip." And they said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going for a fag." They said, "You can't fucking go for a fag." I said, "I'm fucking going for a fag."
I kept escaping.
I was willing to fucking trolley. I was willing to trolley along with me.
I wasn't even supposed to be out the bloody bed. And they've got security out looking for me because me and the missus are off wandering around the hospital and I'm saying hello to everybody that I work with up there. In bloody slippers and dressing gown. It used to be, and she used to bring me my meals in every night because I hate fucking hospital food. So every night, Heather used to call in on her way home from work. And I think she may have just landed actually.
Oh, Mrs. W in the house?
Doors open. Yeah, it's only me. Yeah, it is.
There was a vacancy in that chair, Mrs. W.
No, I was more like I could hear the front door open, but I didn't hear the car pull up. I thought, hello.
Who's this? Yeah.
Well, most of our friends, no, they don't knock, or they'll just give a tap and they'll walk in because we said that, yeah, if the door's locked, obviously we're doing something. If it's open, walk in. There's always one of us here, so I was just checking that it was her.
Good evening, Mrs. W.
Good afternoon.
Evening here. It's 8:21 here.
We got 4:20 now here, so
yeah.
What do you? Yeah. Honestly, Rob, it was hilarious, mate. And even Heather was having trouble when she tried to push me once in a wheel. Oh, I was pushing you in that one, wasn't it?
What? Where?
When I let you go down the slope.
Oh, when you retrieved me from the hospital after I put it up for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Fell over.
Hospitals hate me.
Can I tell you my troubles? Can I tell you my troubles? I'm moving from here to the UK tomorrow.
Oh, what a nice day to do it.
And can I turn around and say I cannot book a hotel?
You'd probably be better off pre-booking one, mate.
Well, no, I've been trying all week. I cannot get a hotel.
You know.
I'm flying into Manchester, and I'm flying into Manchester on 26th, so that's Boxing Day. Flying into Manchester, and in Manchester, I cannot get a hotel.
Unbelievable. I know there's a lot of them that aren't taking people for Christmas.
But we had a problem when we went to
Liverpool. We had a problem in, when was it? Was it November? When we went up to
July.
When we went up for Pap's birthday.
Oh right, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We couldn't find a fucking hotel room anywhere. We ended up paying over £100, £120 for just a kit for the night.
Crying out loud! It's ridiculous.
The room was all right. The view was shit, but it was literally the last room in the hotel, and it was a family room.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, the hotel we were in, we understood it was the lakeside one, and there was a big jet ski festival on that weekend on the lake.
Oh, right.
And the hotel was on the lake, but none of the others in the area had a room anywhere. So we don't normally do hotels. I mean, when we go away, we have the cottage. See, we rent the cottage.
Well, it's like passing sails in the night. It's passing ships in the night. My son is flying to Dubai.
Tony said, if you can get down to Dover and walk up the beach with a dinghy, boom, you're sorted.
That was my reference. That was my reference. That was my reference. I cannot book a hotel in the UK. I'm flying in from Dubai, and I cannot book a hotel in the UK because they're full.
Yeah, they've started emptying them, but what they're doing is they're moving them to other hotels or camps. That's what they're not actually removing them from the country. They're just moving them about to make it look like they're emptying
What
hotels.
restricts my choice is any hotel who's taken in that, I will not give them my business.
There are a bunch of guys that have compiled a list of the hotels. They visited most of them in the country that have got them in, and they've made a list up. I haven't seen the list yet, but they're saying, if you go in and you're booking a hotel anywhere, these are the ones to avoid.
You won't, yeah, I won't entertain it. I won't entertain it.
Even if they're taking guests now, don't give them the time of day because of what they've done.
No money.
Yeah. And effectively, they're still getting money because they all sign contracts between 5 and 6 years.
I know that.
Most of them are only been used for 2 or 3 years.
Yes, I know.
They're still making money off it.
And most of them are not locally owned.
No. And a lot of the ones that are being renovated are being bought up by a certain demographic, shall we say.
Well, my sister went out, and the other day she went to look for a room in London. Just a room in a shared house.
Yeah, Sean's just say there she's booked one. Paul, good afternoon, mate.
And she turned around and she went and it was a one toilet shared, or one bathroom shared between 5 other people in the house, and £869 per month.
Oh, like that. Well, Sean's just said there she's booked one for New Year's Eve, 150 quid. I mean, we know they're going to be expensive Christmas and New Year's Eve anyway.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve in particular, because people have the parties, they don't want to drive, they're travelling to parties or company party.
I eventually settled on a B&B with Mrs. Brown.
Oh, that's for 2 nights, you saying? That's not too bad then. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in, Paul. Even if it's only quick, mate. That's what this stream is up for today. I'm not going to talk about too much of the doom and gloom. It's literally for you guys, because there won't be a pack live tonight. So it's for you guys to come in and wish each other Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Because I very much doubt I am. Oh, the calendar's here, actually. Come on. Where are we? 29th. Yeah, see, I may do a live next Friday. I may not. It depends on how I feel. I'm trying to keep a bit of time clear. Like I do in the summer sometimes. I'll leave it all alone for a week just to have a clear out of the head, concentrate on the family. Mrs. W. I didn't realize you got the computer up and running. Have you? Good. Sorry, my head's all over the place, mate. My head is
You too. Amazing. Crack on.
I've got my priorities right. That's up.
Oh, damn right, girl.
She's done all the prep that she needs to do in the kitchen, more or less, for tomorrow. Why? What you got to do tomorrow? Then? Come on. Tell the hordes.
What is this? It's the man always cooks the Christmas dinner because we do it better.
Not here, mate. Not when you've got 2 women.
You only cook one time a year. And it's the time that I've been prepping.
I'm the grumpy get in the corner sweater. No, mate, it's just me t-shirt, the googly eyes. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I work on the simple rule: if you do the cooking on Christmas Day, and you start on Christmas Eve and everything else like that, and you wake the girl up with champagne and everything else, you've got a little bit of chance of how's your father in the afternoon.
No, that's first thing in the morning, mate. Quick prod. Don't forget to get turkeys in.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm probably adding finesse to this.
No, honestly, mate, I'm so lucky because when we have them all here for dinner anyway, It's usually Heather and her daughter do the cooking. And funny enough, it's the daughter's future husband that normally steps up and does the washing up.
He's volunteered to peel all the veg in the morning as well.
I hope he gets up before me then.
Can I fucking shoot him
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Can I shoot him now? Can I shoot him now?
He's a good lad, mate. He's a good lad. I won't knock him.
Damn, what is this?
If there's anything need doing, he's the first one to stand up and put his hand up.
I work on the 50-50 rule. If I cook, you wash. If you cook, I wash. That's the way that it works. The 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways with us because I get the fatigue. Some days I can't stand there.
Understood.
Some days Heather will step in and do it. Like the other day, if I'm honest, I did feel a bit rough, but I just couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
She even come in and said, "Oh, have you given the dishwasher the Christmas off?"
Look, everyone's entitled to an option day. An option day is once a month you turn around and you go, I'm taking an option day. That means you look after yourselves, motherfuckers. I will turn around and I will make sure that everyone has got fed, make sure everyone's done, but I'm not doing anything. You feed yourselves.
Well, I mean, like today, Heather's been over her daughter's while she was out, and I've got the space. I've put all the boxes from the decorations and that upstairs, all the wrapping stuff upstairs. I've hoovered up. Admittedly, I haven't done the washing up yet, but there's only a couple of dishes there.
Which is why I said when I walked out into the kitchen that I've got stuff to do in the kitchen.
Oh, I'll do them.
No, you won't. No. Donna and I have been discussing the cooking tomorrow because
Donna, Pinky, and what was the one? Donna, Pinky, and Pitchin, and
What?
You've got Rudolph. You've got Rudolph.
Donna.
No, Donna's her daughter.
Donna and Blitzen, yeah, they're coming tomorrow.
Prancer and Pinker. Prancer and Pinker. Who else have you got?
Prancer and Dancer and Donna and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid, and I've got them out of order now, so it's gone wrong.
Yeah. I'll mess you up.
Prancer, Dancer, Blitzen.
Donna and Vixen and Prancer and Dancer and Rudolph. They're all coming tomorrow.
Well, it's easy to see how Rudolph stays awake, isn't it, with that red nose? You look into his eyes. Oh dear. But yeah, we chatted to Dan, and he is going to pop up with a live at some point, either just after Christmas or whatever. It'll only be a short one because he's away.
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's absolutely loving it, mate. He got up there before the Euston Station shit. He got through there okay.
Yeah, well, I watched it. I watched his live, and he was suffering big time. And
he gets himself worked up. I think he knew he was going away, and he wanted to get things done before he went. And it's the same as me. When you can't do it, it's not annoying; it's frustrating.
Yeah, I know.
It's. I'll get up and I'll look at the washing up and think, well, yeah, I just can't stand there for 5-10 minutes at the moment. It's easy sat here like this, and although I still get tired, I'm not making any physical exertions, as it were.
Yeah.
I mean, when notice when I go up and down stairs and I disappear and go and have a piss or something, I am so out of breath when I get back down. And that's just going up the stairs and back.
We are technically what's called getting old.
Yeah. Tony, thank you for dropping in, mate. Have yourself a great Christmas, or as good a one as you can. And season's greetings to you and your family, mate. Take care. Appreciate you being part of the channel.
Stop being so political. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. That's what you say.
Good afternoon. No, but this is what this stream's all. I know there's going to people just drop in and wish Merry Christmas and just that's what I'm doing it for today.
But it's nice that they're dropping in.
Yeah, and it is nice. People are dropping in, and there might be one or two more drop in later on because some of me friends on Facebook from back home know that it's happening. They got the link on there, and I did post the link in Rev's Discord as well. So there may be one or two in there drop in later.
Well, you've done sterling work this year.
Thank you, sir. I've tried.
Yeah, and the lives are brilliant because Mrs. W in the background, so everyone is behaving themselves.
Well, she's a bigger part of the bloody channel than me now.
I know.
They don't come on to see me. They come on to see her or the cat.
I told you if you get tired, I'll take over.
That's the only reason I kept the cat. I thought one day I'll get a viral video out of her. Yeah. But the way the platform's going, that's the only way we're going to be able to go ahead now is do funny cat videos and shit or car crashes.
Look. We talk about real shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They don't like that.
No.
They don't like the truth. And a lot of the platforms where you did have a little bit more leeway, shall I say, a lot of them are clamping down now as well. BitChute in particular.
I wish I could tell you more than I can actually tell you. So I can't actually go down this road, but
It's I get the word from different people on different platforms. There are some very strange things they're looking to bring in, but most of it hasn't been set in black and white yet because for some reason the government aren't setting the rules.
they're not. Anyway, it's Christmas. We don't talk about this shit. We don't talk about this shit at Christmas. We don't talk about this shit.
Just cooking tea and washing dishes.
There you go. That's Christmas.
Well, I did have a pork pie earlier on.
That's what we want to talk about today.
So, likewise to you, Highbox. That's what I say. I'm trying not to say to everybody, go and have yourselves a great Christmas, because I know some people aren't.
Some aren't.
There aren't. That's why I always say, have the best Christmas you can.
My Christmas.
Yeah, I've got the trees up there. All the presents are under it. You can't fit anything else in the fridge and the freezer.
I'm packing like a lunatic. I'm packing like a lunatic to actually travel tomorrow. So I'm traveling on Christmas Day. There is no Christmas for me.
We did have Schrodinger's cooker. Work that one out.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
No, you know there's Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
Well, I've put some trays, baking and roasting tins and that in the oven the other day. Now, I heard them slide back off the rack against the door as I shut it. So I knew damn well, as soon as that door opens, they're sliding out and they're on the floor.
Which they did.
So I called it this Schrodinger's oven. They're either in there or they're out, but they're neither. And I heard a clang out there. I said, "Oh, Schrodinger's out the oven then." Yeah, Schrodinger's oven. All right, and Resist. Take care, buddy. And have yourself
how's he? How's Resist? He's going through the mill as well.
Christmas you can, mate. And hopefully we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah. Oh, that right, Resist. Resist, do your thing, my man. Enjoy your children, enjoy your family.
And that's one thing that I like about this channel. You look at the names that are in here now. Just about all of those are in here every week. If they're not in here, they're always on the channel in the comments, and I like that.
If you take Stuart B, his wife had a major fucking health scare this year.
Yeah.
And he was doing all the cooking and doing everything else like that. And, I mean, he's a top man, and he turned around and did that.
There's people that have had issues and problems all through the year. I mean, Dan himself, he's had more than a few issues to deal with.
Yep.
There's one or two others that I know that have been in touch personally that have had a few issues. I've had issues myself, mainly health-wise.
I've had issues for a long time, mental wise. So what's the next question?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't until this year really that I realised, yes, I did have a bit of a mental health issue there, and I've dealt with it. You know. Moo, good afternoon, mate.
Para in the house. Para in the house.
Every time I see Moo's name, I think of one of them ducks with the white band round.
I know. We do take the piss. But Moo is expat.
Missy, good afternoon, sweetheart. Greetings and salutations.
Salutations. Oh, you're getting very, very vocal.
That's from Demolition Man, doesn't it? Be well. Yeah, be fucked, citizen.
Yeah. I kill you now.
I'm disappointed that's not on this Christmas. It's one of my favourite films, to be honest, from the later years. It's
You've got Die Hard. You've got Die Hard. So just relax.
Sorry, Murph. What was that? I was turned away from the speaker.
I said you've got Die Hard. Die Hard is the.
That's one series of films I don't watch.
Why? It's good fun. It's good crack.
Yeah, it's to me once you get the original film and then you get the ones that are made to follow on, they just kind of lose something because you expect it. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
They follow a particular pattern. I'm doing the dinner tomorrow as well, says Stuart. Well done, mate. Well, the thing is, with Heather and her daughter here together, I don't get a look in the kitchen anyway. I'll get told to fuck off out and go back in the other room.
Donna's now in charge of cooking 2 joints.
And how many am I in charge of rolling?
I was looking at the cooking instructions on what I've got to do, and the pork's got to be on high, and the beef and the turkey are much lower. And I'm going to have to double oven it and faff and mess about.
No, pork on high. Pork on high at about 200 degrees for the first 30 minutes, and then you turn it down.
Yeah. But she's volunteered her 2-tray slow cooker, air fryer, which apparently is brilliant for cooking joints of pork. So there's either the pork and the turkey or the pork and the beef are going in there, and the other one in the oven, which gives me lots of room for everything else.
Just had a message pop up on Facebook, whether he's watching on here or not. I've just had the alert. I haven't got Facebook open at the moment. But Matt, thank you very much for that message, mate, if you hear this. And have yourself a Merry Christmas and your family as well, buddy. I've always been advertised this year, Jason.
I want to be alert.
I'm always been alert.
How did you become alert?
You just alert. I'm
alert. I want to be alert. And it's
but
like
it depends how you spell it, whether you spell it with a U or an E.
I work on the premise. I said, okay, so this is religion, yeah? This is religion. So the angels came down. Yes, the angels came down. I said, so I want to be an angel. How do I apply to be an angel?
Get Red Bull. Gives you wings.
I want to be an angel. I said, what's the application? He said, you can't apply. I said, I have to. Look, excuse me. If I'm part of this religion, I have to reply. How do I become an angel? I said, who the fuck? Can you at least let me turn around and do the criteria? Who's going to be an angel? Who's going to? I'll do the assessment.
Right. They say they love The Great Escape. Before anybody says it, Steve McQueen did not do the jump in the film.
He didn't do the jump. No,
he did do the jump off camera on the field there. But he did not do it. It was a good mate of his who used to race desert bikes with him who actually did the jump.
Health and safety at its best.
It was.
As a barbed wire.
if they knew the racing that Steve McQueen done when he was under contract, when he was out in the desert and that, they wouldn't have had him on the films. He broke every rule going on that score. He even rode for a team at the SDTI trials in this country, like an enduro.
He was a boy. He was a boy. He was a boy.
Yeah, he rode for Triumph.
Yeah, he was a boy.
And they've actually, there is a company that still do the Steve McQueen replica twin Triumph, using all the original type parts, all the parts from that era.
Taiwan,
Taiwan.
Or Thailand. Thailand or Taiwan, I'm not. Thailand or Taiwan.
Oh, if I was still capable of riding one, I'd love to have one of them.
Would you?
Yeah, 650 twin dirt bike, old thumper. Christ, yeah.
Oh, well, I'll carburetor. Full carburetor.
Started on when we were doing motocross, and it was called scrambling back then. Motocross wasn't even a word. It was all converted road bikes.
All carburetor, yeah.
Bikes and stuff like that. You know, you had to take a road bike and convert it. Even the works bikes were converted road bikes. Yes, Stuart.
Mrs. W, your cough does not sound good.
You what, mate?
Mrs. W's cough does not sound good.
It's the
dry tobacco.
I'm not asking any questions. I do not cast any dispersions. I'm just saying that does not sound good. I sound worse than you, my darling, so don't you worry about it.
Yeah, Missy, she loves it. Anything to do with the kids, she's there, and she loves doing stuff for them.
I think that's what we all are about, aren't we?
No, she does. She spoils them rotten.
I've got two twins next door to me that are knee high to a grasshopper. And every time I see them, I go, "Oh, Jungle," and they go, "What?" And they just stare at me. They go, "What?" And I just go,
I did say hello, Missy. How many we got in here? Oh, we're nearly 30 in here. There's one or two that are probably sat in the background. They're usually there. Hi to you guys.
Well, I haven't shared tonight, so that's probably why.
Well, I know there's probably some of the lads from back home have dropped in and watching because they got the link off of Facebook. I've come across some more people that I knew from years ago at school and what have you.
I'm not on your Facebook, actually. I'm not on your Facebook.
They keep popping up. I found a lovely lady the other week on there. She used to actually babysit when I was a kid. She used to look after me and my sister.
Damn.
Obviously, some old schoolmates and what have you. But they're all good lads.
There's loads of things I could talk about, but I can't talk about it here now because it's Christmas. I'm so limited.
We're getting limited so much now, mate, on what we can actually speak about. That's the issue as well. We have to be a lot more careful.
Plus, you don't want bad news.
Yeah.
You can talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I'll give you a good news story. Okay, I'll give you a good news story. There's a friend of mine in the UK whose son is here in Dubai. And he's in prison. And I managed to get things done where he could actually speak to his mum today.
Oh, nice one. Let's put that there.
He'll be out in March. He'll be out in March. You know, look, in the UK, he would have turned around and he would have been on bail and he would have been spending time with his mother. In the UAE, it's a completely different story. So all I managed to do was just get a phone call with his mother today. Just them and those two. There you go. There's Christmas for you.
Sorry, I'm just replying to somebody on Facebook.
His mum is back in the UK, and he's in prison here in Dubai. And I made sure that they spoke together today.
So I have trouble concentrating, doing two things. Oh, hello. My mate's just put up a picture on Facebook of a flashing Santa. Okay, we'll have a look at that. That's a lad I used to work with in the Canary.
I got South Park sent to me, so it's not good.
Well done on getting that organised for them. Like you say, at least it's a phone call.
Yeah, it's contact, isn't it?
It's the best I could do. It's the best I could do, but it's made her Christmas.
Yeah, it's, a phone call, a text. To some people, it does make all the difference, especially when you're in that sort of situation, Right,
It made a difference. It just made a difference. And that's all I do. That's what I do. I was
So
a little negative.
assholes with this bloody tech. Come on, sort yourself out, you fucking thing. That's it. That's where we were. Right, I'm back. It don't take a lot to distract me. But this is the thing I do. I mean, I normally I just have Facebook off when I'm on live stream because it's too much for me to concentrate on, because I always have Discord open as well. And then I've got YouTube open for the stream and the chat. Then I've got StreamYard open. And I try and answer everybody when they message me or what have you. And today especially, because I know there's people out there that are wishing me happy Christmas like Matt was then. And I just said to him, I replied to you on the stream, mate. I said, because I saw the alert, but I didn't have Facebook open. So I've just opened it and replied to him. But I'm getting better with it all. We got an issue with the computer, with one of the hard drives that's got to be sorted, because that's messing me about. But that's down to my lovely tech support in the background there.
Exactly.
Well, we've got the perfect opportunity next month, because I'm away for a couple of days down seeing the Rev. And at that point, she's free to take the computer apart, put another hard drive in it, try different things, do what she wants with it. And then I should come back to a fully functioning computer. Fingers crossed.
That could be interesting. That could be interesting. I might come and join you. That could get very messy.
It's invite only, mate.
No, it's only a secondary drive, but I'm going to try reformatting it first before I buy a new one. But it seems to
before you dump it. Yeah. No. Think about an SSD. Think about an SSD and think about what you can do with the SSD.
It is an SSD, but it's only about a tenth full, but it's acting like there's no space. Although it's not coming up with an error message, so I'm thinking a reformat, and it might
swap the SSD. Swap the SSD.
Are you off, Stuart? Sean just said, see you soon, Stuart.
No, Stuart's cooking dinner. Sean's inviting herself.
That's what I say. I'm trying to look at the camera, look at what's going on down here. And because it's Christmas, I have over-medicated a little bit today, shall we say.
Do your thing, my man. Do your thing.
Rippy, you'd be surprised, mate. There was an issue. I believed it was with the cameras. And literally, that's why you see me dive behind the chair now and again. I'm on a big rubber mat, a proper office mat.
Oh, the one that rolls up.
Yeah, we got carpet. And what it does, it rolls up against the bloody skirting board down there. And when I shuffle my feet around, it'll pull the wires. And I got underneath the table yesterday and had a look, and half the bloody USB plugs were all hanging out the back of the fucking computer. So that probably didn't help.
I was going to say, I don't know whether it's Alzheimer's or Parkinson's.
Probably a bit of both. But the thing is, because it was a computer that was specifically built for me, I didn't go through it. A lot of the ports don't do what they're supposed to do. They're dedicated, like cameras. Obviously, some are powered, some aren't, and stuff like that. But I still manage to confuse the things sometimes.
Do you not understand good intentions?
Yeah, if there's a hole there and it looks like it fits, push it in.
My man all my life. If there's a hole there, you got to fill it.
Well, Missy says you haven't said hello.
I said hello to you quite a few times, Missy.
I thought you did, but she's asked. Look, you can see it there on the.
I said a couple of times to you, Missy, hello.
I'm sure I heard it as well, but.
As I said, hello.
Blow her a big kiss.
Mwah.
Missy Moo. Oh, love you, baby. Love you, baby.
Yeah, I went back up the chat when I realised I was on top chat to see if there's anybody I missed.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is Top Cats?
It never brings up anything different.
Eh?
Never brings up anything different.
No, there are some comments that don't get in
Yeah.
there. On ours, it don't make a lot of difference because there aren't many people in there anyway. But when you're on the bigger channels where there's several hundred on the stream, it will pick up those that comment more.
Yeah.
And some will get left behind. Well, that's what I see happening in there.
I've never had that experience, so I don't know.
Well, when you get on like the Rev's lives, he regularly has 800 to 1,000 on there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Sometimes it is a job to keep up with the chat. Luckily enough, if you go on to one of his other channels, because he puts the stream across all of them, the other two, sometimes they'll only have 100 in, or sometimes there might only be 80 in one. But because Rev sees all the chat, you can quite often get a word in there, like, you know. But more often than not, he says, oh, yeah, I'll send you the link, pop up on the panel, like.
It's timings are too late for me here. You know, I mean, we're 9 o'clock now.
Yeah. Not normally, it's the same as Dan. He'll fire up about 8 o'clock at night, or when he gets home from the pub. But if I'm awake, I always try and drop in on him. So I'm quite active in his Discord as well.
What's interesting is that you've had the Rev pop in. You've had fucking.
Oh, we got you frozen up there, mate.
What?
Yeah, we've had Rotten Politics dropped in one day. Rev, Dan's a regular. You know, it's. I seem to know the right people. Let's put it that way.
I think you do. I think it's you're hitting the right notes. You and Mrs. W are hitting the right notes.
Everybody goes on these lives here, there, and everywhere, and you know what happens. There's loads of drama on them, and so I don't bother. I stick with mine. I go on Rev's, and I'll go on Dan's, and they're.
I think you're hitting the right note. Yeah, I think you're hitting the right note.
You know, I'd rather have a small community of like-minded people than several thousand in there where only 1,000 agree with you. You know what I mean? Where Rev is lucky, he's got a big following, same as Dan, and everybody in there, bar the trolls, are like-minded. You know,
I've got to the point where I don't give a monkey's fuck what you say or what anyone says.
I'm starting to get that way. I'm starting to voice more, but I'm having to withhold it, as it were.
Exactly. That's why I've stopped streaming. It's not because of technical issues, it's because of the business that I'm in.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful from out there anyway. It's a different type of censorship altogether, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's you know, and that goes around the world. And this is why they got away with people like Tyrant and that. They geo-ban them. You know, you were saying something like, what did he get banned for? He was going on about Russia, I think it was. And they banned him from his videos were squashed in Russia and, funny enough, here. So
yeah, I know that.
Made by an Englishman for the English wasn't allowed to be shown in this country, but it could be shown in America, could be shown on the continent. You know, and they don't give any reason for it.
So this is
Phil,
probably the
good
most.
afternoon. Well, good evening now. Good evening, mate.
This is probably the most difficult Christmas Eve live stream we're ever going to make.
It's a bit of fun, and that's the main thing.
I know. We're not talking about fun, are we?
Yeah, but we're not going into depth in it or anything, are we? We're just talking in general.
Look, it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. Look, we've got a lot of other things to do. You've got family, everyone.
I have someone in here who's just waiting for midnight now, because don't forget, the other side of the world.
Well, now 9 o'clock here.
Yeah, I did have a couple of subscribers. There was one that I know for a fact was New Zealand. That was the one that was feeding me information that we weren't getting here about what old Shergar was doing. And the other two were Australian. And they were letting me know what was on there. And plus, I was in touch with the Aussie Cossack and Avi.
Yeah, the Aussie Cossack is a good guy. He's a good guy, but he's disappeared. He's disappeared as well. Do you understand how
he got very, very badly suppressed? Then the government have actually got on top of him, the Secret Service over there, and everything with some of the stuff he was putting. It was all true what he was putting out.
I know. But you understand what they can do to you if you push too far.
The biggest thing that turned him was they started going after his missus and threatening her. And obviously, as he said, that is something he's got to protect. So, and I haven't heard from him for a while, and I haven't seen any content from him for a while.
No, he's disappeared off the net. He's gone. He's gone.
None of your business as well. She got pulled down. Another Australian one. She used to go real nuts on him. but even now, the things that they were saying back then, the same as we were, they've got better avenues to go back at the government, because a lot of them now are suing the government.
Well, I don't want to say sue. Let's get elected. Let us be the voice.
Yeah, it's.
We might not agree on everything. We might not agree on everything, but we turn around and we become the voice.
Drakeford is a Sean. That's nothing we haven't known for some time now. Trouble is, though, the one they're replacing him with, apparently he's not a lot better. Matalan just emailed 50% off. What's that if you go now? I wait till the New Year's sale, and then I go in and see like the grey T-shirts will be down to £1, so I'll buy a dozen of them. I'm doing all my 8 years shopping in one. Honestly, people do say, "Oh, you're wearing the same bloody shirt again." No, it's a clean one. It's just the same type and same colour as the one I was wearing yesterday.
No, I just wear mine for 3 days.
Yeah, the trouble, I got very, very dry skin. It's part of the condition, and it flakes all the time. It's very dry. I have to keep moisturising and stuff like that, and that gets in your clothes, and it makes the issue worse, because the loose bits in your clothing will make you itch more, and as you scratch, you're scratching more flakes off, and it's a vicious circle.
I haven't been to a doctor in 20 years.
I hadn't until I bloody moved to Birmingham and met her.
You've got a lot of answer for, Mr. W.
I was a fit, healthy young man when I moved here. Look at the state of me now. She always said she was a curse. But I'll tell you what, if it was a choice between go through the pain and still be here, or not have the pain and be somewhere else, I'd have still gone through it.
Got no fucking choice.
Got no choice, yeah.
No one else will have you now.
Yeah, well, you've broken me, haven't you?
When men were men.
This is the problem, Stuart. Sorry, Murph, I'm just reading the chat here, mate. This is the problem, mate. There's a big shake-up coming next year, and a big thing going to go on, and it could go either way, and a lot of people aren't ready for it. Let's put it that way.
Look, we can deal with this on January the 1st, okay? Today is Christmas Eve, and it's for the people who want to actually turn around and spend time with each other. Not with the doom and gloom. We got to put the doom and gloom away. We will put it in the compartment.
That's what I was just going to say. The high box there. You know, we're trying to stay away from it today. Try and cheer things up. Get people in a good mood for tomorrow. You know, most people have got that little bit extra time this year, being as it's all happening in the week. You know, because they do have to honour that bank holiday at some other time, don't they? Like the following Monday or something, if Christmas Day falls on a weekday.
It's a bank holiday.
Oh,
it's when it falls on a weekend. They
sure. Yeah, I was getting
yeah. I was just thinking that. Yeah, it is actually. So it will be a bank holiday Monday.
But I never used to take any notice of the rules, see stuff like that, because if the offices were closed, it was easier for me to go in and do my maintenance work. So I tended to go in on holidays and that anyway.
Yeah.
I did on the odd occasion do a night and evening shift over there to get things done. But
I was an emergency gas engineer in London in the 90s, and I'd sit down with Christmas dinner with my family and my kids and my wife and everything else like that, and then suddenly I get a call and I had to leave. So for 10 years, my kids didn't see me.
Yeah, well, I was like that in the winter at the hospital because I was on call every other week for the group.
Yeah, exactly. I remember IHIM, so I was hospital call and everything. I remember IHIM, Institute of Health and Estate Management. You know,
he even called me one night in the summer. One of the ambulances it split its sump or something in A&E car park and dumped all its oil. And the fire brigade were called, obviously, because they can't let it get into the drainage system up there. So they dammed the manholes so it wouldn't drip in there. And this was probably about 9 o'clock at night. It was pissing down with rain, pitch black. And the boss phoned me up. Would I mind going in and getting the cleaning and the chemical kit out and, you know, cleaning it up from the car park? Because obviously you can't leave it swimming in fucking oil. Because he'd have had to have come all the way from Coventry over to here to do it from where he was based. He was quite happy to do it himself. But I said, no, I'm only round the corner. I'll pop up for a couple of hours and do it. He said, I'll make it worth your while at the end of the week, like, you know. And I was only up there for a couple of hours, and he come round and he'd give us the pay packets, and he'd give me an extra one. And there was more or less an extra week's wages in there for actually turning up and doing it, saving him coming out. You know, he was fair. He was a good boss.
Plus the other idiot wouldn't answer his
phone.
phone.
Yeah, well, the other idiot wouldn't have answered his phone anyway. He was a knob.
Well, I got an emergency call one day, and this is when Tony Blair was in power, and he was across the road from the Houses of Parliament where they have the computer, and there was a gas leak. There was a gas leak directly below the ground, and I called the team in, and I said, look, we've got a gas escape, and they said, we're not opening these. We're not opening these. I said, what do you mean? He said, the last time I opened these, I got arrested for 48 hours. He said, every time we open one of these covers, we get arrested for 48 hours. I said, well, you can't fucking... I said, we got a gas leak. He said, if you can't guarantee it, if you can't guarantee my safety, he said, I will not allow this. I said, look, I've got emergency powers. I said, so I'll show you. And we walked into the building, and I said, look, this is who I am. This is who I am. Check me out now. I said, I'm going to shut this building down. You have to evacuate this building. I said, we can't. Why can't you? Because Tony Blair is upstairs. I said, and then? He said, Tony Blair's upstairs and he's watching the Bush presidential election. And we're turning around and televising it. I said, do you not understand what an emergency power is? I am telling you to turn around and evacuate the building because it's going to blow up. And they went, we don't know. So the TV controls were downstairs in the basement. And I went and did. I said, look, I will prove to you. And I did a gas analyzer test on all of the equipment. I went, you need to move now. And I shut everything down. Boom, move. So I'm the only man who's ever evacuated Tony Blair out of his.
Sorry, I was just reading back up through the chat there. Brain wandering. Nothing happening on there. There ain't even any decent bloody films on today, as far as I've seen.
The only regret I have in life is the fact that I should have left Tony Blair in there.
There's a few things people would like to do to Tony Blair, but but yeah, gas field building and a lighter sounds like a damn good idea to a lot of them, actually.
Yep. Yeah. I think Guy Fawkes said the original. I can't claim I can't claim responsibility for that. I think Guy Fawkes was the man.
the only person who entered Parliament with honourable intent. That's what I say about Guy Fawkes.
Yep.
I liked all the memes that popped up around November. I hear you need me again.
Plenty of lurkers today.
Yeah, there was a few in the background. That's what I said. There was because some of the lads on Facebook said they'd drop in. You know, they might be just sat in the background listening. We do get the lurkers as well. We know that.
Well, yeah,
I never give them anything to report back to other channels on.
No, I just mean general lurkers sitting in the background, not saying much.
Well, a few might be mine because I've shared your channel. I've shared your channel to a few of my friends. So some of them might be lurkers because they might be working.
Yeah.
Well, the good doctor used to sit in the background now and again, didn't she?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's a case of not everyone.
Sapper, Red Rain, wasn't it?
Everyone knows who this channel is, and we don't come in to kick ass.
No, I don't come in here to slag anybody off.
No.
In fact, as you know, I discourage it because all it does is cause fucking drama, and I
Exactly.
can't do that.
Exactly, my man. Exactly, my man. Yeah,
Some people will say I'm a bit hard running zero tolerance in the chat and that, but unfortunately, it's my channel, and that's the way I want it.
It's your channel. It's your channel.
Yeah, I want it. The people that come in here, I want them to feel they can come in here without getting harassed, without getting shouted at, without getting grief. And that's the way I try and keep it. You know, I don't want it, and I know most people don't want it. So, and those that cause it, I don't want in here. It's simple as that, isn't it? You know.
Happy 2024. That's the way forward.
There's a lot of other channels out there that would probably benefit from doing the same. You know.
Yeah, that's them. That's not you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, some people will give them a bit more freedom to have a say, but I'm not interested in anything they got to say, to be honest. So, but no, I just decided that no, I've had enough of that. I don't want it in here. Yeah.
Just remember the rule.
Yeah, and it's easier to keep
words
control.
Can hurt you. Six can hurt you. Words will never hurt you. Will never harm you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody that comes in here seems to be reasonable, respectful, and that's what life should be about. There's too much disrespect goes on nowadays. All right, Patriot, you have a good one if you can, mate. And
that's why the channel works.
In the new year.
And that's why the channel works.
If Santa don't bring you what you want, do it for yourself.
Yep. Yep. Damn right.
Is that all your presents?
Yeah, I get my presents throughout the year. That's why I never expect anything.
You're sitting on your Christmas present.
Yeah, my new cushion, my new memory foam cushion. That helps. But it's made the seat 2 inches taller, so I have to adjust my legs because it's on the lowest setting anyway. But as always with these office chairs, once you start using them, the RAM does starts losing its pressure. Who else we got in here? Got the Dark Lord, yes. Nothing happening over there. Nothing happening on there. Oh, that's a good old film. Hondo. Seems to be a lot of westerns on lately.
It's live action again.
Well, is the chat frozen? No.
That's an interesting thing about these westerns being on TV. I noticed that myself. Why?
There's one channel. It's just a film channel on Freeview, and I
But
think
also-
they've exhausted all the other type of films.
My favourite look.
But I liked watching the oldie one. Oh, wow, that was one of the best dramas ever on telly. Mr. Tom.
Good night, Mr. Tom.
Good night, Mr. Tom. That is a brilliant film.
It's one of my favourites.
Yeah, it's one of mine. Well acted, historically fact.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, possible.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that, Mrs. W. Possible.
Well, I've heard some stories, and yeah, a lot of
shit
people.
like that went on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that was the East End. That's what London was like, wasn't it? Well, it still is.
It was. It was.
Blazing Saddle, yes,
Let's
Jason.
say it was not historically. Let's say it's not historically correct, but it was an epitome of what was happening at that time.
Yeah, it's what life was like then.
Yeah.
Yes, Jason, Blazing Saddles. They're doing a recut of that. The Wokes have been at it, and the 4-minute version is coming out next year.
Oh. No.
That's only because they allowed the theme tune.
Yes, it was High Box. And I don't mind admitting I watched it on the odd occasion with a tear.
Yeah, they're just getting to that part now. He's just about to break in the front door.
Yeah.
Because the dog won't let them leave.
Yeah, well, he started more or less in the spaghetti westerns, didn't he, Stuart? The original hard man cowboy.
I was born under a wandering star.
That was Lee Marvin.
Yeah, I know.
But name the one that Clint Eastwood did sing.
Clint Eastwood can't sing.
Well, we know, but
He did, and it was on the same film, and it was called Trees, and it was the
He
B-side of Wandering Star.
He did. Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was
song.
the B-side of the Lee Marvin Wandering Star.
Yep.
There you go. See, how's that for a bloody memory?
Trees.
Talk to the
There you
trees.
go. That was catching flies on you.
I used to be a film buff. I used to watch a hell of a lot of them. Yes, they did, Stuart. They absolutely did. I mean, that's where they picked him up from for Dirty Harry and films like that. And there are one or two out there where he was very, very young, playing a bit part.
He was young. He was young, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Jill
Clint
Ireland.
Eastwood.
No, that was Charles Bronson's wife. Was Jill Ireland? I think you'll find, Stuart.
You can't turn around and leave me hanging here. What song did Cliff Richard sing? Or Clint Eastwood sing?
Trees. I talk to the trees.
I'll have to Google it. I don't remember it. You know.
I talk to the trees.
Yeah, it was from Paint Your
But
Wagon,
they
Jason.
don't
Yes.
listen to me. And he's as bad as that.
See, Bronson was a forgotten cowboy. I mean, he was a hard man in the cowboy films.
Clint Eastwood was married to Dinah Eastwood and Maggie Johnson.
There you go. Yeah, Jill
Oh,
Ireland
there you go.
was
There you go.
Charles
There you go.
Bronson.
Sorted.
Yeah,
There
no
you go.
worries. That's what I said. I'm a bit of a film buff, mate.
And I'm a Google.
And she's on Google. But that's one on you anyway.
I saw the messages pop up here a minute ago, and I don't know what you did. I don't know what magic you did, so I could actually read everything that has been said. I have to retro it. I have to go back all the way back to the beginning and watch it the next day to see what messages were being sent. But you did some
Oh.
magic there a minute ago, and the messages came up.
All I do is I split the screen in half, reduce them, and I've got StreamYard running there. I've got YouTube running there, so I got all the chat on StreamYard as well.
You should be able to bring the chat up on StreamYard, get the stream.
Mm.
Yeah, you can get the
No,
chat
I
up on
haven't.
StreamYard.
If I join on the phone, I don't have that
You
fun.
should be able to.
And then over here, I've got Facebook open and Discord.
Yeah, but you've got a computer with it. Murph's on a phone. But
Yeah.
the reason why, but it's how you get the settings up in StreamYard to show it.
Yes, sure. I forgot about that one, actually. Yes, he did sing in that one of those. In
Says
any
he-
which way but lose.
No.
With Clyde. Oh, hello. He's gone all together now. Look at Santa looking over the screen there. He looks like a Chad. What, no Christmas? Yeah, there's a lot of actors out there that did sing in the odd film that people don't. I think John Wayne did in one as well.
Hang on.
I mean, obviously, you had people like, fucking hell, what's his name? Matt, one of the gang with Sammy Davis Jr. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't remember his name now. He was a singer before he became an actress.
John Wayne sung in more than one film.
He sung in more than one film. Mm,
It was the Brat Pack. It was the Brat Pack.
that's it. Dean Martin. Oh, Sammy Davis Jr., the one-eyed window cleaner.
But John Wayne's singing voice was dubbed in Riders of Destiny.
Any more? This is
Right,
why I love having her sat in the background.
Good, John.
let's talk about
France.
John Wayne could not sing.
Kenzie.
His filmed songs were dubbed by the son of the director, Robert N. Bradbury.
yes.
Oh, there you go.
He could not sing.
I can't. Play mean drum,
I can't.
but I can't sing.
I can't either.
I have done it. I mean, they did have me up on stage once at the pub in Newquay where I was working the door. There was a rock band on, and they were good mates of mine, the band. And they had me up doing Pink Floyd with them.
Last time I sang, my mum was an opera singer, so it's a bit of a weird one here. My mum was an opera singer.
Well, Heather used to have her own band.
I didn't know
When
that.
I first met her, I was a roadie.
I didn't know that. There you go. You see, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah. She used to go to the gigs, and I used to go with her, the gear about. And yes, sure, he did. Dennis Waterman had released quite a few records over the years, actually. He was quite an accomplished singer.
He sang the theme tune to
EPDP Heart.
Yeah, that's what he
almost everything he was in.
And the other one who was very accomplished and a very funny comedian in the films, who had a hell of a voice, was Norman Wisdom.
Oh, Norman could make me cry.
He had an amazing career in Russia.
Wang wang. Bleach team and good afternoon, wang wang.
Wang wang.
Wang,
That's a good tag. Wang wang is a good tag.
But yeah, there was quite a few that went from acting to singing, and the other way round as well. Yeah, but Dean Martin, he didn't exactly sing; he slurred, didn't he, most of the time?
It's what I do.
Steve, good afternoon, mate. A few more dropping in now. Nice to see you.
It's
Hope
what I
you're
do.
okay.
This W, I think it's Albania. I think it was Albania for Norman Wisdom. I think it's somewhere Albania or Russia or somewhere like that.
Oh, hang on. Norman.
Have a quick look. Have a quick
Should
look.
be in it now.
Wisdom.
I think the last one I watched was A Stitch in Time,
Ah.
His
where
film
he
was
swallowed
big
the
in
Mr. Grimsdale! Mr. Grimsdale! Oh dear.
Yeah, Norman Wisdom became a cultural icon in Albania.
There you go. There you go. You see? There you go. There you go. Thank you, Mr. W.
It's surprising the amount of useless information you find out on my live, isn't it?
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Isn't it just? My favourite saying is, and then?
Well, some of the lads, they used to call me the Oracle. All these useless bits of information in my head that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hilarious.
He made his career in Albania, and I remember reading the story about him. He made a career in Albania, and that's how he kept himself alive. So he kept the money coming in and shit like that.
I can't remember which one it was. There's one country, they're absolutely nuts on Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
You know?
What was that?
Show me your white bits. Couldn't you change that B for a T, Bleach?
I'm not going down this road.
It comes with age. Sometimes I have to like delete stuff to take more stuff in, and apparently I don't delete it properly because months in the future it will just jump out again. You know,
I'm not going down this road. I'm not going down this road.
With me, it's more association. Something, a word, or seeing something will trigger a memory.
Yeah, I know. But Norman Wisdom triggers me. Something else triggers you. I don't know.
Let's take a breath in. Yes, so it is a trait of old age, mate. It's some of them younger mates that I used to hang around with on the bikes and that, you know, they used to tell the stories from the past. You know, they're riding £4,000 worth of fully suspension mountain bike. Telling you about the days when we used to find old racing bikes on the tip and convert them, you know.
I used to build bikes with John Carroll.
Come on.
A long time ago. He's dead now. God bless him. But I used to build bikes with John Carroll, and we'd turn around and we'd just get a frame and we'd build a bike.
But that's how I built all mine. All my bikes were built from the ground up. I used to buy all the parts and put them together myself. I never used to go out and buy a whole bike.
You know, brakes. What brakes? What the fuck are brakes?
I used to have some big hydraulic ones on mine.
That's because you're a tough.
We used to use
you're a tough.
Brake discs. Well, you coming down a rock face at 40 mile an hour, you need good brakes.
I used to go down Lewisham High Road without any brakes whatsoever. It'd just be a lock step. So the only brakes we had was just your back pedal.
Did you just pass your final training then, Bleach Demon? I remember you saying before you were looking at getting your first bike. Because that's all changed.
CBT training.
Yeah, I remember him saying something before about was taking the test and that's just put on there. He's done 400 mile now, unless that's under on L plates, like. But we didn't have to do any of that back in my day. It was ride round the block one way, ride round the block the other. Stop when he throws a clipboard at you. Jobs are good, and there's your ticket.
It doesn't say much. It doesn't say much, but it is says motorcycles there.
They took
in Dubai. In Dubai, they turned around and I gave my British driving license over, and they just said, "Do you want motorbikes as well?" And I said, "Okay, no problem."
Yeah. I mean, where was it? In I think it's Japan. You got to ride a bike down a metal wet slope.
You got to be able to lift the bike for Japan.
Yes, you got to be able to lift it off the ground dead weight.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle with the bigger ones, but there is an easy technique to it. But yeah, they removed mine. Literally, I mean, I haven't had a bike now for probably 25 years.
That's probably the best way to keep going, is stay alive.
well, because over here now the licensing's changed. You have to renew them every so often. If you haven't used the class for a certain time, they remove it. Now, people didn't realise they were doing it because it wasn't advertised. People were going and buying bikes or trying to get bikes insured and realising their licence didn't cover them anymore. They'd removed the entitlement. Now, they were quite happy to reinstate the entitlement, providing you had the original fucking certificate. Now, how many guys that are coming back to biking in their late 50s, early 60s, haven't ridden a bike for 30, 40 years? You ain't going to find your certificate. You know what I mean? So you have to go through all the training again to regain your ticket. It's another way of forcing people off the road.
But isn't that, if we're going to go eco, isn't it better that there are people, if you look at Thailand, if you look at Vietnam, if you look at everything that's like that, they all travel in mopeds.
Yeah, well done, Bleach Demon. Well done, mate. And I know it's a struggle with the way it is at the moment on them, with everything they've done. But I mean, we when I took mine, we still had unlimited speed mopeds, as long as it had pedals on it and it was 50cc.
We used to call them and do our own shit.
Yeah, I replaced the engine in mine with a schoolboy motocross engine, an 80cc one, and I welded the pedals to the frame. They did argue the toss that the pedals weren't functional, which is fair enough. That was under the law. And I think I got about an £8 fine or something, as it was back then.
Yeah, mate. If you just look at it, it's the shit we used to do.
All right, Matt.
And we turn around and our kids are not doing that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I used to turn around to my son. I say, look, your job is to break a window sometimes, and I'm going to have to go and apologise.
Sean, yeah, it seems, but there again, there's a lot of entitlements that I have got on my licence that are standard, as they were back when I passed my test, that a lot of people don't have now. Like you've got to take the extra test for towing, restrictions on what size trailers you can use and stuff like that.
I've got C1 class. C1.
My licence still entitles me to drive 7.5 tonner. I can tow a caravan.
The scary thing is, can I.
I can tow a van with a trailer. And a lot of the people that have passed their test in the later years, you have to go on now with the new laws to do extra training and that on those to get the entitlement. And I didn't even know that until somebody told me. Because, I just replaced my license. It gets thrown in my wallet and that's it. I don't even look at the bloody thing. I know what I used to be able to drive and I know what I've driven. But when I found out about the bike licensing, then I did check. And yes, the only thing I'm entitled to ride on that thing now is a fucking 50cc moped.
I can do a 125 fucking triped. But a mate of mine actually left Dubai the other week and he sent his license back with his Dubai license with the thing. And they said, hey, yeah, we don't like you. So what you got to do is you got to do your advanced motoring test. We will pass you for your existing, but you've got to do your advanced motoring test. So he did his.
I did my advanced driving test.
It's CBT 1, CBT 2. I think it's the one that you got to do 2 years of. So they just excuse him of the 2 years of licensing.
I mean, when I passed, you could jump straight on a 250 from a moped once you were 17.
Yamaha 250.
You could even ride 1,000cc, providing you had a sidecar or a third wheel on it.
Yep.
That's where the what they called the Sidewinder platform was designed for.
That's exactly until I know the Sidewinder.
On a provisional license, you could jump on a 2-stroke that was potentially capable of 100 mile an hour. And then there was no restriction. There was no restrictions after that. You could jump straight off of that onto a superbike. You didn't have to go up in stages like you do now. But I mean, I rode a 250 on out. There was no time limit either. You didn't have to pass your test within a certain time limit back then. Because I rode a 250 around for probably 2 or 3 years.
Would you ride a bike now?
I would love to, mate, but in my state of health, I wouldn't trust myself. I wouldn't try. I'd be a danger to myself and everybody else.
Is that
the way I ride? Because of my medical conditions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it because of physical condition, or would it be because you know how to fucking ride? You understand?
Oh, yeah. I could probably get one out on the road and ride it, but with my physical health and that, I probably wouldn't last more than 5 minutes before I started aching and have to stop.
So it's physical health.
Yeah, more than anything. Obviously, there's the danger of blackouts and that as well.
Of course.
I usually, if I haven't had many lately, touch wood, but I know when they're coming on now. It frightened me at first because I didn't know what it was. I mean, I had 2 strokes before I even realised what they were. I know when they're coming on. So if we're driving and Heather's with me, I know I've got a minute or so to pull over so she can take over. If you're on a bike on your own.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I get your point.
And I can't sit me on the back of a bike, can you?
Oh, look, Mrs. W, you can put your ass anywhere you want to. All right, okay, so relax.
No, they don't make seat pads big enough, though.
To be honest,
they do. I'll buy you a gull wing.
That's one of the reasons I've stopped doing so much out in the workshop, because there is a lot of dangerous tools out there: bench saws, table saws. All sorts of dangerous things that will have a limb off in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Having an accident.
Do you know what the big problem is with motorcycles now? Carburetors.
Well, most of them are fuel injected, the new ones.
Exactly. What I'm saying is that there's no one left to do the carburetors.
If you go, some of the traditional guys, I mean, most workshops will have somebody that knows how to do it. They'll have vacuum gauges.
But they all say no. We don't fucking know.
A lot of them won't. You'll have to go to a specialist for them. Yeah. I used to rebuild. The lads used to bring the old Amel carbs round to me for rebuilding because there was nobody in our area that knew how to do them.
Exactly. So think about your new career. So there's a resurgence in carb 2-cylinder. There's a resurgence.
Well, I actually fitted a Weber 40 carburetor to a Triumph Twin.
Look at you.
My mate machined the manifold out to the spec that I wanted.
Look at you.
Down jetted it. We actually fitted it to a Triumph, and what it enabled you to do was you could turn the cylinders round, and you could have the exhaust coming out the back and the carburetor poking out the front. But what you did was split the trumpets into a wide, so you had one either side of the frame.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Billy Boy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Steve, to you and the lady there.
Merry Christmas, Murph.
Hi, Pops.
We got someone else in the fucking house. Or you got someone else?
Yeah, I've got a change to the cellar.
Yeah, Stitch in the background.
She's camera shy, Murph.
Oh, shut up. Stitch, get your ass in the fucking frame.
I've tried, Murph. I've tried to shut up.
She doesn't always.
But she overpowers me every time.
It doesn't matter. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Say it properly. Merry Christmas, darling. I wish you such a good year. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Bang, 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 bang. Brilliant.
I saw the car before.
Merry Christmas.
Have a blue Christmas without you.
Ow, what? Where's that voice come from? Where's that?
Bleach Demon. Hang on, Murph. Hang on, Murph. Bleach Demon. I used to run twin 45s on a Capri. I used to run a single 45 on a Mini. So
Can I suggest you turn the heating on? Can I
questions
suggest you turn the heating on?
Eh?
Because you're wearing coats and jackets and hats and.
They're standing in the kitchen smoking.
Oh yeah, us, yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah. But,
All right, then.
I
outside.
don't do Twitter, loafer. I can't be asked with it. It's
W.
a
Love ya.
pointless platform.
Love ya. Love ya. And Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
Stitch.
Merry Christmas.
I'm in my shed. That's my
Merry
excuse. Fuck you. Good evening.
There you go. We got Stitch in the house. We got Stitch in the house. We got Billy Boy in the house. It is Christmas. It is Christmas.
Now it's Christmas.
Who have I missed?
Now it's Christmas. You, oh look. Life is simple. Life is about partnerships. Life is about supporting each other. Life's about doing things that you can do.
Just having a look.
This
see
is
who
amazing.
else is out.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
This
seen
is
Douglas today either. I know Holly said she probably wouldn't be in. She's busy doing Christmassy things. But if you're in the background, Holly, listening, happy Christmas to you and Danny.
Merry Christmas, Holly. And I
Maybe in the
mean
background
that. She's
Merry Christmas.
trying her own thing at the moment.
I know Dan will be with the lads. So Loafer's in his shed. You're always in your shed.
Love is in the air.
And that's it, Sean. That's exactly why I've said I'd do this stream today, is so people that are on their own can catch up with the friends they know on here and say hello. You know, that's why we're trying to stay away from all the shit that's going on.
Yep.
I ain't even got the headlines on the telly now. She's got Good Night, Mr. Tom on.
Well, I don't know. Has our resident musician got any money, any guitar on him at the moment, so that we can?
We might have a bit of that at the end. We might have a bit of it at the end.
Yeah. I think.
Did you bring your guitar? Did you bring your guitar, motherfucker?
Well, of course, I don't leave the home without it.
There you go. Well, then I think you're doing the Christmas Eve. You're doing the Christmas Eve. Sing out.
Yeah.
Stitch, stop running away. Stop running away, you idiot. Christ. Yeah. So you're doing the Christmas sing out.
Yeah, certainly, without a doubt.
Okay. All right. Think about it. Think about what we're going to sing.
Yeah, I've already thought about it. There's only one really to do, but if I said it, it'd be.
We'll do it.
There's only one menu. Hold up, baby. Hey,
No,
look,
We'll do it at the end of the stream, Murph.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Plenty of time. We'll have the music at the end of the stream.
Yeah, I was just priming. I was priming, not demanding. I was priming. I was just saying, are you ready?
It's enthusiasm, just a good-natured enthusiasm.
I'm from Winfrey arrested.
Come on. It's Christmas Eve. Of course I'm enthusiastic.
It wouldn't be, yeah?
Heather's just going to check that out. Just arrested. Not sure if it's true.
Stitch. He's amazing. So
yes, exactly.
Congratulations.
Not the pub in my case, but the other part. Quite possibly. No, there's nothing out there, Rob, on it. Heather's just had a look.
No, it's fake.
It's fake. So that is fake, Rob. What else we got in the chat here?
Oh, yeah.
The block of cheese there, I tell you.
Oh, that's a Cathedral City. That I miss that. I miss that. Cathedral City.
That's
Yeah.
one sandwich for me, that is.
550 grams. It's just over a pound, isn't it?
Oh,
Pound and a quarter,
damn.
something like that.
Now you're making me jealous on Christmas Eve. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
I'm back
Charlie.
in a minute.
If you're into that sort of thing, Heather does readings, and I believe Holly does as well. Does Holly say she used to do it?
I don't know. But neither of us are nearer, so
Yeah, you can do online ones, huh?
I haven't done one for years. You just like,
Because when we bought the rings, Heather is a white witch. She actually gave them the blessing, like.
Damn,
Unfortunately.
Heather, are you seriously a white witch?
So if anybody ever comes on my lives any day and you see a frog sat here instead of me, you know she's turned to the dark side.
It's not that. It's not that. It's not, I've had so many calls this week about someone going to Burley. Do you know what Burley?
I'm not being rude, but when you ask a question, you got to shut the fuck up and let people answer. You just asked her a question. She was trying to answer you then.
I was going to say, let's put
Maybe
it this
Christmas,
way,
but there's no time for nonsense, eh?
my ex swore I set his car on fire.
Shy Ted says, watch
I
it.
didn't do anything. Wasn't me. He was driving it at the time, so it wasn't like I. But no, he blamed me for it because I was such a witch.
What was that one I had when I kept getting the bloody death card up?
I can't remember.
No, seriously. Someone did me reading and they did it 3 times. And each time I ended up with the bloody death card coming up.
Oh, come on, Rog. You
No,
can't
seriously.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
It outnumbered the amount of times Lover came. Put it that way.
A friend of mine went to Burley the other day, and there were six different shops, all selling witchcraft and doing this. You can do a candle, you can do this, and everything else. And she got absolutely spooked. She went,
Pardon me.
there's no supermarket. There's nothing. It's just all it is one pub and 6 shops selling this bullshit.
Oh, Heather's got all the things upstairs to do it all. Holly's got her voodoo dolls.
There's not a very nice intent as well. I saw one in West Ealing in London, and I popped my nose in just to see how it all works in there. And I saw someone go up to the counter and say, asking for I kid you not, asking for a love potion. So I
Yeah.
They give them little
Yeah.
blue
First thing
dolls.
to me is that you want someone who doesn't like you to fall in love with you. Come on. No amount of crystals is going to do that. It's an insane standpoint.
Exactly.
Anyway. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
Exactly.
Well, it would have been Lemmy's birthday
Exactly.
today, wouldn't it, Loafer? I think it was today, would have been his birthday. Yeah, it doesn't mean death. It just means bad happenings or something like that.
Big change. Big change.
Means the end of one period.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. The end of one era, the beginning of a new one.
Like postmodernism might have been a death of a certain type. Death of reason, maybe.
I hope so, Sean. I hope so. Sorry, guys, I'm just replying in the chat here.
I'm afraid,
If
sorry,
I try,
it doesn't cut
and
anymore, Rog.
type it, I lose myself where I am. 28.
Good to see you. Good to see you on the
28th
live.
December. But it would have been his birthday today. I think you'll find he was born on Christmas Eve.
Who's this?
Lemmy.
So someone's heard me talking about it, and she's looking.
24th of December 1945.
There you go. Yeah,
to the
today would have been his
28th
birthday.
December
Who?
Lemmy Kilminster.
All right. I
front
thought you
man's a
meant
low red.
Jesus. I thought you meant Jesus. So I was checking.
No, his would have been in the springtime because don't forget
It
there
was
were
the
lambs.
springtime in Syria. In Syria, to be truthful with you. So it's a pagan festival. It's a pagan festival. It's what it is. But
Lambs
it,
in the field.
Yeah.
it's a time. It's a time when we turn round and we have been traditionally conditioned to celebrate the children.
Loafer. Funny enough, you saying that. So was one of Britain's most famous porn actresses. Her dad was a vicar, and he didn't mind the business she was in either.
As you were saying, Murph, a bit like a fertility rite, things like that.
Yeah, it's a look. I don't mind. The fact that we can actually turn around and celebrate it for the children. None of us celebrate ourselves. We understand what it is, but it's always about the children. And if we take a step back and just take time out for the children, like Roger's he's got his nieces and nephews and everyone else over tomorrow, and you've got time with the kiddos, and is there not a reason why we don't stop every now and again?
Your audio's breaking up terrible there, Murph.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
It's like listening to Norman Collier. No, the only voodoo doll I got, Sean, is that one. And I don't like to hurt him because he's a good little luck charm.
He is.
What I'm saying is Christmas is for the kids.
That's Seamus.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Murph. It's a bit like when we were younger, we all got impressed by bright lights and loud sounds and nice colours and that. But when you get older, the meaning comes behind it, and you have a more mature outlook, hopefully. So in that way, it is for the kids. We pretend not to see it for the
yeah, exactly. Not to see the light, as we would say.
Yeah, don't want to bombard them with reality when they haven't got the capacity for it.
Children are meant to be children.
Yeah, it's one of the things that goes unnoticed. The capacity, the ability to have a childhood where you're not.
The tooth fairy. You put a pound under the pillow, and the tooth fairy. When the tooth fairy comes, you do this. You turn around and you do Christmas. You turn around and it's for the children. As we go on.
Hang on, Murph. Sean, yeah, I've got Irish family, so yeah, we used to be involved in a lot of the traditions over there, especially with the wee fellas. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to calm down.
Oh, Sean, by the way, I'm Irish.
Yeah,
my mum's from the same place as you, Murph.
Back at one of the gardens that the family had there was a barrow. My uncle was into looking into history and that, and he started to dig into it. And they kept telling him, "Oh, you dig in there, the wee fellas are going to come out. They're going to have you." And to prove him wrong, he actually went out there one night and slept in the hole he'd dug. But they were totally against him digging into it. Thought it'd bring him bad luck.
Yeah.
But the things I like from over there is like the old bog man and stuff like that, and the path under the peat, and because I quite often used to go out and cut the turf as a kid over there with my uncle.
Sorry, wrong way around.
You got the obvious ones as well about once you passed your
showing your credentials there, Murph.
Traditionally planted within.
I'm just showing who I am. I'm half Irish, half English.
God help you.
Look, if I go into the drawer here, I've actually got a Cornish one.
What a rum bunch we are.
The black flag with a white cross. No.
Do you know where that came from?
You're all smugglers.
The black background with the white cross, the St. Perrin's flag.
Yeah.
Do you know how it became?
I don't. Please educate
Well,
me.
traditionally, St. Perrin was Irish for a start. He landed in Cornwall, and he landed, as legend says it, on Perranporth Rock, where he was cold and wet, and he lit a fire, and round the fire he put some stones. Now, when there's iron and iron pyrites in the rock turns black when it gets hot, but the pyrites will stay white. And the pyrites in the rock traditionally, according to legend, formed a cross on this black rock. And that's how the Cornish flag became.
Well, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Every day is a learning day. Every day is a learning
pyrites
day.
by right, stay bright.
And if you go down to Perranporth, there is still a big rock out there, and there's always a big iron cross set up on it.
There you go.
There you go. That's the legend of the St. Perrin's flag. And the traditional, obviously, from down there, which I believe is the same as Yorkshire, is the white rose.
The white rose is from the War of the Roses. That's
Yeah.
a completely different. That's a completely different thing.
That's
The
the
white rose
traditional
came
flower
from-
from down there.
The white rose that come from that 100-Year War, I think you call it. But I mean, it's
Yeah, the War of
the
the
Tudors
Roses.
and the Stuarts, no? Am I going mad?
yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. It's Stuarts. It's the Stuarts.
Yes, it is, Sean. So I was trying to steer away from it. I want a Yorkshire passport.
Oh,
I don't know whether I've still got mine in here, actually. It used to be in here. There's my copy of 1984. There's me expired English passport.
see, we're all doing credentials. We're all doing credentials tonight.
Oh,
My papers are in order. My papers are in order.
believe it or not, that has been run out for the best part of, 20 years? April 2012, that run out. But I used it 3 years ago for ID. How about that? They accepted it that far out of date. No, the Cornish one must be upstairs in the box. Oh, forgot to put my drawer up. I've even got my original birth certificate, not the copy, the original.
I think I have somewhere. I just don't like my parents.
I have got a photocopy of it somewhere, which I use when I do need to use one, but I've still got the original.
I've still got my original, but I don't know my parents, so there we go. One of them is dead, so it's not an issue.
One to go, eh? No.
One to go.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, Lothar, isn't it? When we were an
Didn't we?
empire, we were run by an emperor. When we were a kingdom, we were run by a king. Now we're a country, we're run by, well, you can finish that off yourself, like, you know what I mean?
Now, seriously, guys, don't get upset by the King's message tomorrow. Don't even watch it, to be true, because it's just all green.
Oh, the hype on mainstream media this morning.
Oh,
It didn't matter what he was going to talk about. All they could point out was it's a real tree, and it will be
with
replanted.
roots, with
afterwards.
roots, with roots.
No all caps, Rob, please.
My thoughts were that my feet were planted on this ground. My feet are the roots of this country. My feet are the people that work and toil every single day to actually do it. You put a fucking tree in front of me. You put a tree in front of me, and in a pot, and tell me that's how I should. That's how I should feel.
That's all right, Rob. I'm letting a little bit slide today. You guys are pretty good at it in here, I've got to admit. It's just that it does get flagged and it can get annoying. It means I've got to do more bloody work. Or one of the other mods has. But it's just that thing, you know.
Sorry, I'll moderate. Okay.
Everybody perceives caps as somebody trying to shout, and the bots pick it up. That's all.
No, you two. Merry Christmas, you two. Merry Christmas, you two. You and your cubs.
Thank
You and your
you.
This is a success story. This is a success story.
That's why I don't bother on there, Sean. I mean, some of the crap I used to get on Skype, and that's why I turned it off. I just can't be doing with that shit.
You get enough ladies on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I get enough ladies contacting me on Facebook. Well,
My
they
day,
appear
my
as
day.
ladies in their profile. I'm not convinced.
Silver hair.
Stitch, are you terrorising people?
Never.
Are you contacting other men?
Huh?
Are you contacting other men?
No.
What?
There you go. You see, easy.
No, I don't think so. I monitor every email and message he sends.
Exactly. She's a little psycho. You got to look after that girl.
She
That's
can't do
going to
anything
be
without
the
me
issue
seeing it.
when I
I'll
go
make
away,
full sure of
Steve.
that. Oh, don't
because-
you worry.
Heather knows all my passwords, so she has access to everything on this computer.
If Stitch didn't have access to my stuff, I wouldn't be able to get my stuff done.
No, it's easier
Yeah,
because
yeah, that's
I
right.
keep
That's like
losing the
where
bits
is
of
this?
paper and I
Oh.
keep forgetting them. So
What am I thinking? What am I doing?
yes, all right, Loretta.
How is that dog doing?
James, good evening, mate. How are you?
What's it with it?
How's Cornwall doing down there today?
Yes.
Oh, he's got a low battery, no worries. That's a mate of mine living down in Cornwall. He moved. He used to live next door, actually. He's been down in Cornwall for a while now. Oh, you're back up, are you, mate? Pop round. If you're up here, pop round, buddy. You're always welcome. You know that. The door's always open to you. I thought Mike might have been up, but I haven't seen the car or anything out there yet. Unless
Any
he's coming
beer
down this
drinkers
way.
just stepping it up a gear here with the Guinness West Indies Porter.
I'm trying to decide whether you are a knacker or a good man, a man of discerning taste.
As long as I've got you guessing, I'm winning, mate.
Trying to decide. I haven't decided yet, so I'll tell you later.
Maybe you'll never decide. Maybe that's the game. Maybe I'm going out the door to have a smoke where no one can smell me.
No one can smell you.
The thing is, Sean, some of these that send me the pictures and messages, I mean, they'd have been well out of my league if they actually looked like that 30 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's plainly obvious what they are. I mean, I don't even look at them now. I got fed up with blocking them. They just keep putting them in there, so I just scroll past them. Mike's got some stuff to sort, but we'll let him know. All right, mate. No worries, James. Like I say, I'm not planning to go anywhere till the middle of January. So, yeah, anytime you want to pop in, bud, just knock on the door. Be good to catch up with you.
Does that invite include me?
Nah, you're not bloody welcome in. What's up with you? Reprobate. No, James, I actually knew him before I even started on the internet and YouTube and that. He's been a mate for quite some time. I thought my mate Carl might have dropped in, Ralph. I haven't seen his name pop up yet, but there again, he's probably doing Christmassy things with his missus.
Turns out he's not so much of a mate. Just kidding.
He's just moved into a property local after moving back into the area. He's got a new partner, and his mum lives local as well. So, you know, I don't begrudge anybody. You know, that's why I said when I opened the stream up and said I was going to do it, there will be people that are regular in here that won't drop in because they are doing things with the family and that, which is totally understandable. Absolutely. It's just that we won't meet ours until tomorrow, so we're free for a couple of hours. Although we will still have to eat tonight at some point.
Yeah, you got lamb.
I've got lamb, have I? You bought me a dinner back from Donna's.
Of course.
Oh, lovely roast. That.
I was thinking doner lamb, doner kebab. Maybe
Slow
not.
cooks the furs off this
You're
time.
not getting it yet. You're not getting it yet. It's instinctively you turn around and you look after someone. You
Yeah.
instinctively look after someone. It doesn't matter what am I eating tonight? You're eating lamb. Okay.
Oh, he likes a bit of sheep. I do.
Yeah, that's what a relationship is. It's what relationship is so important.
What, with a lamb?
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could be a lamb. It could be a fucking.
It's a relationship if you have some Wellington boots, apparently.
Sorry?
It's a nice bit of lamb that. I knew her well when she had the wool on.
Get used to it. That's what relationships are.
Oh, fucking hell.
Push and shove, eh? Like when you bring them to the edge of a cliff so that they push back.
Yeah, you know they got bad
Well,
intentions.
no.
when they
A
walk in with a hay bale
relationship
under each arm.
when you both jump together.
For those just
Yes,
joining
James,
us,
Ben
welcome
and
to
Carrie
Radio
will be here
KBC.
tomorrow.
No. A relationship when you love each other that much, you will jump together if you need to jump.
Yeah,
Jump-
I did,
jump over
James,
what?
I did drop a comment to Mike on Facebook the other day. So.
Oh, right. Jesus Christ.
Steve, I haven't killed him. I haven't killed him.
That's just because, yeah, I know Stalker, Sean. Mind you, I had one or two stalking me at one point. One was under the impression I owed her money. I said, well, you didn't put out, so I don't owe you a penny, but...
So you said she. You said she. It's always she. Any reference to intimidation is always a she.
I always think it's funny that in China, it's the guy's called Xi Jinping or something like that. But it's like it's a communist dictatorship, so it's like she who must be obeyed.
You know how they name the Chinese babies?
No, I
don't
never
you?
find that funny. I thought it's hilarious.
They just get a handful of knives and forks and throw them up in the air, and the noise they make when they hit the floor is ding, ding, bong, and that's how they name the kids. And you throw a load of hammers in the air. What do they call you? Thump.
This is perfect Christmas Eve convo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
just
we only got a little while to go,
friends who do shit. We do our own thing in life, and we turn around and do that. And we got Mrs. W in the background. Pow! Thank you, Christmas. Pagan Festival.
Yeah, we're removed from our normal lives.
Boo.
We take time for each other.
Yeah, that's what it's about. I mean, as you get older, I mean, it does lose its way a bit. But as you say, when you've still got young kids around, it makes it a nice time, you know.
It reminds you.
The only thing I can't get over is everybody does shopping for 30 days when the shops are only shut for 12 hours. But
Exactly. Yeah, I know. But hang on a minute. Wait. Pigs in blankets.
everybody goes into survival mode for some reason.
Yeah.
I've got 72 pigs in blankets.
How many?
72 between 9 of us.
That's not
That's
enough.
one of those
That's not
biblical
enough.
numbers.
That's not enough. That is not enough.
And lo, 72
Some
pigs
sorts of
and 72
spectacle.
blankets shall lie together.
Yeah, well, all I used to do was get one and wrap one sheep round another, and you got it there, and you know, put it on the spit roast, away you go. Yeah.
I just don't. I think the woman is giving you disrespect, Mrs. W. I apologise profusely, but I think that your man is giving you disrespect. Only 72.
Stuart, thank you for dropping in, mate.
72 virgins, isn't it?
been a
72
great-
pigs of
Hang
nuggets.
on, Murph. Hang on, Murph. I'm saying goodbye to somebody here. Yes, Stuart, thank you for being there through the year. As I say, you've all been a big part of the channel since I've been going. Stuart is one that has commented on just about every video I've done. And he's also
Stuart B.
been in every live I've
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Stuart, have a good one, mate, to you and the family.
Nice,
And
Stuart
be
B.
safe,
Always
mate.
commenting.
Merry
Alicia,
Christmas,
welcome,
mate.
sweetheart.
Acacia.
Acacia. You know what I'm like at pronouncing names.
That's Kirsty.
But yeah, she started her Christmas shopping Boxing Day last year.
I think it's pronounced Akasha. That guy. I think it's pronounced. Actually, I think it's pronounced Akasha.
Yeah, it's your sister, and it Stitch.
Oh, she's my best mate, but I call her my
Oh, it's your
sister.
best mate. I thought she was your
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, I call her my sister. But she's
Closer
not
than a
that.
sister, because sisters always fight.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
it's
don't.
me, Kirsty. Yeah.
She's
Yeah, I
the
think
best.
I had a message from you on Facebook this morning. Wasn't it? Was it Facebook?
Yeah.
I think I replied to it. I get bloody messages coming in all over the place, and most of them I don't get alerts for. So I have to, every now and again, I have to go trolling through all my bloody things to find out who said what.
Like a
I-
reconnaissance mission.
To be honest, in the last 6 months, I think I've had 2 alerts for comments on the videos. Other than that, the others I've had to go and find. That's how bad it is over here. Like, I can't imagine. And the thing is, I can see when they're missing. When you've got the bigger channels, you've got several thousand comments. Half a dozen comments going missing aren't going to be noticed. But when you run a small channel, you do notice how much they do remove and how much they hide stuff. There are ways around it to go and find them, but they're slowly shutting down the avenues to them. There is a way around some of them. I won't say it on here because they found out the way I was doing it last time and they shut it down. Oh, there we go. See, there's another one.
That's the alert to tell you you've gone live.
Sorry if you're still in the chat, Matt. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Once I come off of here, in fact, I'll do it now. Yeah, there was somebody else in the channel that lost somebody this week as well. I won't say any names, but yeah, I lost my own father in November, the day he died, the year he died. And that basically killed Christmas for us that year.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Makes Christmas a difficult time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Mrs. W. I know, Mrs. W. I know. Look. Damn, I'm doing shit to you because I need to start my phone. Look, I've got people in my life that are 20th of December, 25th of December, 27th of December. I've got people that I worked with, loved, and fucking lost. It's a difficult time for me too.
I got the usual post that I get. Well, I don't normally get it because I've been in touch with them a while. But my old bike club that I was in, a post went up, and I just put on there, yeah, don't forget the brothers that aren't with us this year. You know,
Exactly, Mund.
it's yeah, it's harder when they're mates that you used to go and see on a Christmas day just to say hello. Or,
They're mates I miss.
And I mean, I used to ride down from Oxford all the way down to Devon to say hi to me mates. And, you know, yeah, I can't do it now, but it's part of the life that I miss, you know.
That's what we'd be doing back in the day. We'd be getting ready now to go down the pub,
Yeah.
have a drink with everybody, so
Yeah.
that we could wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Exactly, Mrs. W. Exactly. You just said it.
But then there again, you walk up to somebody today and say Merry Christmas, you don't know whether they're going to take offence to it or not.
I don't care.
You know, I mean, yeah, happy holidays, say what you want, but to us, it's always happy Christmas, whether you believe in it or not, you know. It's an English tradition, and too many of them are being wiped out, as we've seen. Oh, fucking itch. Oh.
I really don't care.
Reaches them places
I've
even
never danced
Carlsberg
I've never
can't get.
No, it's about look, Christmas. We all know what Christmas is, and we don't ever break the rule. But we have the Tooth Fairy. We have everything. We have everything that we have to do with. So we have with Christmas. We have Tooth Fairy. We've got Easter Bunny. We've got no matter what it is. It is what it is.
I won't say my views on here in case any kids are listening.
Exactly. That's why I don't know. Santa always is there. Santa is there. So I know that because I personally.
If you got any kids in earshot, put fingers in their ears now. And I look at it this way. When my father first told me, don't ever lie to me, I just said, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, Father Christmas, don't tell me not to lie. Now you can unblock the kids' ears. Yeah, you've lied to me since the day I was
You
born.
are Grimhold.
The Grinch.
The Grinch of Christmas.
That's the thing. The post on Facebook said it perfectly. The Grinch didn't hate Christmas. He hated people.
Yeah. Damn. Well, let me wish you Merry Christmas.
That's just for James, so he can see the full extent. It looks better. He has a bigger beard as your belly grows, you know. But if you use it like that, look, he's just a little Chad. Actually, it looks like one of them. What's them minions? Doesn't it like that? A minion with a furry hat on.
Right. I'm auditioning for Elf. Look at those ears. Look at those ears. I'm auditioning for Elf. Look at those fucking ears. I mean, come on. I mean, someone has to audition.
You're touching the little people about it.
Good lugs there. Good lugs.
The Elf on a Shelf shit. Apparently, that's
that's my job.
Tradition. You know.
That's my job. That's my job now. Look at those lugs. I'm auditioning.
And again, it's not all about you, Murph. Christmas ain't all about you and your ears. I mean, if I put the hat over there, proper gives me elf ears. I don't bang on about it.
We don't do sexual on this channel. It's Christmas Eve, motherfucker.
Right then.
Don't go down the ears. Don't go down the ears thing. Don't go down the lug thing.
I used to meet him when they used to put some of them weird tablets in my beard, Rob. Mind you, I used to meet a lot of dead people then. God, yes, Loafer, don't send me down that route for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. We're going dark now. We're going
Christmas
dark.
is supposed to be a religious festival, but I don't do religions. So.
It doesn't matter whether we're religious or not. It matters who we are.
Christmas is about family. It's no longer about religion. It's about the time to spend with family and or loved ones and or friends. But it's about being together.
Yeah,
Mrs. W, that's an out. You just nailed it on the head.
Oh, I've got messages coming in over here now.
We'd be better off celebrating the winter solstice and just using it for our purposes like we usually do anyway.
Well, that's all we do anyway.
Oh, good purposes.
It's a pagan festival. It's a pagan festival. So don't start going tit off on that. It's a pagan festival.
You know what the Italians call Christmas Day, don't you?
A Christmas Day.
Italian Day. It's not Christmas Day. It's Italian Day.
Yeah.
It's not even a bank holiday in
And
America.
their traditional Christmas greeting is Bon Italia.
Well, if they thought they were executing Christ, then they have a history of being quite
What? Brutal.
entitled. let's say.
Brutal, I think, is the word you use.
He's here to tell them what to live in peace. You kill him.
Oh, no, I'm a Roman. I'm going to kill you.
Like no nation did anything bad.
I love
Anyway,
punching the spider. I love punching the spider because at least he admitted his sins.
he did, didn't
The
he?
thing is, they're
Oh,
disrupting everywhere
Bit
and
late.
everything about it,
see?
Lothar, unfortunately.
You've killed the son of God. Oh, whoops.
I admit my sins.
It's, oh, now that I've done it, now I've been found out.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I should have done that. Never mind. It'll wash out over the next Caesarship.
What's going on?
Yeah, well, we've got a Hindu running the government now. We've got a Muslim running the London. So
Roman.
please tell me. I'm confused.
Now, do you know what? I'm seeing something here. Now, we've all known that people listen and watch when anybody's speaking on YouTube and these live streams. Now, this morning, I was on a VC chat with somebody, and we were talking about PTSD. And for some reason,
Hello.
all of a sudden in my Facebook feed, I had a load of shit come up about PTSD, and that was within 30 seconds. Now, we've just been talking. Where did I see this just now? I mentioned Lemmy Kilminster, that today was his birthday, or would have been. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, up pops in the feed, oh, Lemmy Kilminster.
Yeah, but I've googled it as well, and we're on.
Yeah.
And it's his birthday, so.
So you tell me that they're not watching, listening.
I
Well, we
sent
know
a
most of the microphones, if you've got your microphone plugged in, even if your computer off, they can listen. So
I sent a message to someone the other day, and I said, all I want you to do now, all you want to do now is Google, just talk in a room, just talk on a room on your own, and say, I want people, and then look at the stream that you get thereafter.
anyway, Kirsty,
Hello.
welcome.
It's true, Murph. It's true.
I don't
Hi,
think you've been on
Kirst.
the panel before, have you?
I have once before,
Once.
but this is actually the first time that I've been on a panel owning a PC.
Oh,
Look at you.
clear
Look at
picture,
you.
and you've got good
You
sound.
came here just to boast.
Welcome to the group. Welcome to the group.
Thank you very much. But yeah,
Loafer, we don't have anything like that. I'd end up arguing with the fucking thing.
my one brain cell managed to survive dealing with all the stream setup, because I do dabble myself from time to time, but not regular.
Well, I've been doing it for a year, and you'll believe some of the monumental cock-ups I've had in
Can I put my hand up? Can I put my hand up on this one?
but not as bad as him. He's done four live streams over 4 weeks, and not one of them came out.
Really?
But he is in Dubai. And
Right.
they're heavily censored over there.
Yeah.
Very heavily censored. And Murph does get a little bit political, most of the time on his streams. And he doesn't hold back. That's the thing. And that's what the censors pick up, unfortunately.
So
Yeah,
I'm banned. I'm banned.
There's a little thing that isn't true that we have, that's called free speech, but we don't actually have it.
No, we haven't had for some time. I mean, I quite regularly point out in my videos when it comes to YouTube, literally everything they do, they break their own core value, which is freedom of expression, which includes speech.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, once the Ofcom sort out what regulations they're going to put, because they're the ones that are dictating the law now to platforms, not the government. They pass that responsibility to Ofcom, and they're going to be the ones that set the limits of what can be said and what can't. And we know they're full of
Off cock breath, I'd say.
yeah.
Look, guys, during COVID, the government had people monitoring everything that was going out on Twitter and everything that was going on Facebook. The Home Secretary at the time turned around and said, "Yes, we did that." So I don't have to turn around and give you bullshit. I'll turn around and I'll tell you the facts.
Well, that's it, and that's what they don't like. They can't. Is the old film, innit? The what's his name, Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
They
Exactly.
What they can't handle mainly is the fact that we're telling the truth. They know the truth, but they won't say it. A lot of them know the truth. There are one or two more now from the shit shower that are standing up and starting to tell the truth.
Yeah, but only because they're trying to respond. But you can't respond.
You've got to separate them that are just saying what they're saying to gain favour.
What? So Nigel Farage is our saviour? Do you put your faith in him?
No.
No. Considering after what he did to that poor pilot, no.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's just we so who
Good evening, mate. How are you?
who would we actually turn around and suggest as a leader of this country, of the country that we love and the country that we're embedded in? I don't want a king turning around and fucking showing me that he's got his fucking Christmas tree planted in the fucking ground. Because he's German. I want
someone to lead the country and do it as we want it. He's in the chat. And he's sober.
Who's that?
Rev.
Rev, I love. Come on, line, Rev. Come on, line, Rev.
It would be so funny to see him in the house.
Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. Every day he pontificates. You understand what religion is? You understand what politics is? You understand what everything is? It's bullshit. But we need people like Rev. We need people like.
I had a new packet of fan papers here 10 minutes ago, and I've lost them already.
I'll step in for bearded veteran. You lost it a long time before then.
I bet I'll throw them in. No, I know what I've done. I've picked up the empty box and I've thrown the new packet of papers in the box, and I've just thrown that bastard in the bin, I think.
Nope.
Right.
It's Christmas.
The joy
Well, I
is
did it the other day. I always have
fucking
2
roll
lighters on my table, and I've lost one. I just, for the life of me, can't find it.
Just glue it to your hand.
No, it's my short-term memory. It's screwed. I will. I'll put things down, and it'll be in front of me, but I can't remember putting it there. It's...
Yeah, no, that's called old age. That's called old age. We're at some point in time, you turn around and you kicked ass.
Well, somebody said, well, so you go out into the kitchen and you forget what you go out there for. I said, no, there's always somebody in there to shout out what she sent me in there for.
I mean, I already walk into a room and don't realise what I've walked in there for.
Christmas Eve and you're sober, Rev. Come on, dude.
This is not acceptable. Rev, this is not acceptable, my man.
So, what else is in there? Farage's controlled opposition.
God.
Yeah, a lot of
Am
people
I
see
the
it
only
in that way, though.
non-smoker?
But as I said, we're trying to keep off of that shit today. Keep it a nice, friendly Christmas stream. Don't want to get too political, religious, or anything like that. But, you know, if you go into church tomorrow, absolutely. Fair play to you.
Midnight mass tonight. Midnight mass.
Mm.
Well, I only went to midnight mass once, and that was on the way home from the pub. And I got to admit, we got thrown out because
That's acceptable.
they did the communion bit, and they weren't too impressed at me just emptying the goblet of wine instead of taking a sip. And they weren't too clever on me and my mate stood at the back trying to sing Christmas carols while the vicar was giving the Christmas sermon either. So we were very politely asked to leave. I think I was about 19 at the time. It was.
Yeah, I know. It's look, things you do.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't being rude, we weren't swearing or anything like that. We were just a bunch of guys having a giggle after being out in the pub all night, you know. Yeah, it's unbelievable, iBox. I mean, the only time I normally go in them is for weddings and funerals. You've been cleaning the flat. Oh, yeah, someone said you were washing the carpet, weren't you, Rev? Who was it? I think Enforcer said about it earlier on the VC. Church is about to say. Well, the thing is, I believe that the church services this year are going to see a lot of disruption and not from our own people. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna not walking down that road today.
They've been disrupting everything this week, including the shopping and that, and it's getting to the point now where I think everybody's had enough of it. It's something's going to snap.
Mrs. W, you sound like you're unhealthy.
It's
No.
medication.
I've got this time round. I've got some very, very dry medication, and it does irritate your throat a little bit.
I noticed myself coming down with a couple of colds. If it wasn't the same cold retrying itself, and it was just the time that Mrs. W got hers, and I remember it being a similar type. It was like lowered in the chest. Quite.
Oh, damn. Now you're right there, aren't you?
Needed a lot of expectorating.
My throat and my breathing is permanent, as I've said before. That's due to the scarring and that in there.
But Mrs. W is coughing like a fucking hoofer.
That's because she smokes too much.
No. Listen to her.
She needs a drink.
The other thing is, and I've got to admit, is we smoke in the house. The two of us smoke in here. It'll be even worse tomorrow because there's other smokers here. During the summer, it's not too bad because you can have the windows open and it blows the air through. But when you've got the windows shut, I mean, I can see the smoke around the lights there, and I will have to open the windows shortly to let it all out. But needless to say that when the young uns are here, we don't smoke any of this. If you do,
Of course. Oh, yeah. No, look, that's called respect.
Yeah.
You know, when I look at kids now, and as soon as they see some disaster, they just pick the phone up and start recording. They don't actually turn around and go and help.
No.
It's not just kids though.
That's
I know.
today's society, mate. That's just what society's been turned into.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be famous on YouTube and make lots of money and get that viral video.
The only time I was disgusted with that was with what happened to Lee Rigby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were recording the two evil men that did it.
I know. The day you got fucking tipped up on your wheelchair.
Well, this is why, you know, with the police and that, we always say film any interaction with the police. I mean, the society's got that bad. You've got to for your own protection. You know?
Well, yeah, you're protecting yourself.
But anyway, we're not trying to dwell on these subjects today. I mean, we've only
No.
got
Not
about
today. Not today. It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. It's a pagan festival. Let's get celebrating. It's for the children.
Yeah, you saved me a lot of breath there as well.
Well, Loafer, if you're wise like me, mate, you buy all exactly the same style and colour socks, and that way, if one goes missing or one's got a hole in, you can always make up another pair when the next one goes missing.
Do you know what, Roger? The only thing I was going to say, now that we're skipping over from heavy subjects to lighter subjects, because seasonals being what they are, I was just going to say that something that you mentioned a few times is that a lot of what the actions of the fuzz are doing are to send a message out.
Yes.
I was only going to mention an extreme example of that from a long time ago now, as far as the Overton window goes. But Tony Martin, I think his name was, he kept on getting broken into.
Yeah, he shot the two lads that were breaking into his house.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing I didn't want mentioned. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Again.
No, I remember the case well.
Yeah.
Because it was a big test.
It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no, I'm just explaining it because it was a big thing in the legal system, because that case would set a big precedent for self-defense in the future. That's the only reason I'm saying that. But I did follow that one closely. But they have, as Steve says, and I've been saying it regular, yet they're pushing the boundaries more and more because they want to teach people and get people used to what it's going to be like in the future.
But the message basically is this is what you'll get.
Princess Angela, good evening, sweetheart. Hope you're well.
Not one of mine.
No. Princess Angela's a regular on mine and Dan's and lots of other servers. She's in here regular.
Merry Christmas, Princess Anne. Merry Christmas, Princess Anne.
We always do. We get a few drop in towards the end of the stream. You know, they've been listening in the background and they just pop in to say hello. And you usually get a few of them towards the end of the stream. And we will be getting towards the end of it soon because my dinner is out and she's had hers.
Look. Today we were trying to do a Christmas stream for the people that don't have anyone.
I was going to ask the Rev just then if he's still got the results of the curry from last night. He was having issues this morning.
Evidential affairs. If it's hot on the way in.
Did he have a case of the Bernie bomb hole?
No, it's called the fiery. It's called the fiery sphincter.
No, it wasn't that sort of issue. It was more of a gas issue, I think. That's the usual one that I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say yesterday he's been cleaning his flat up today, and he was going to do it today, Loafer. So. Covers. Oh, I'm reading the wrong chat there. I'm reading some fucking chat off of Discord. What's going on here?
Can't take you anywhere. Mrs. W, you are sounding pretty fucking rough there, girl.
Yeah, no, I'll be finished this in a minute and then it'll stop again.
That's what you got to do. You got to get it up. You're coughing well, Mrs. W. Coughing very well.
Shifting it.
That's the trouble with me. It builds up, and once I've shifted it, it'll build up more or less instantly again. It's
yeah, that's what happens with my mum because my mum's got COPD. So.
I'll give you a tip with honey: never try and use it as a lubricant.
Your mum's got COPD.
Now that you said it, I'm just going to have to.
My mum's got COPD.
Well, on my own.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes. So I know what the coughing situation can end up like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well, the
a
thing is, my breathing's bad anyway, and through the
Mm.
night, I find if I shift from one side to the other, it starts to labour, and then I have to lay on my back to get stable again, and then I'll lay
Yeah.
on my side again. And
damn.
but
It's
my
going to be a
breathing's
rude Christmas.
been bad for years, and most of it, yeah, it's down to the scarring, but smoking don't help.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry for lighting a cigarette. I am the only one in this group that has literally 2nd of November I quit vaping.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. So I went.
You've been under stress as
Actually,
well.
vaping hurts you more than fucking smoking.
Oh, vaping makes me cough.
True. Well, I was
She
on.
coughs
I was only
worse
on.
with vapes.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
was only on 3 milligram of nicotine, so it was.
Always makes you want to
a little bit
fag these
easier
types
to
of
quit.
conversations, doesn't it?
You had flipping. Will you stop? Seriously.
This is
Sorry,
hard.
Kirst.
You brought it up first. Everyone's smoking. I don't know why that.
You all are.
Princess Angela, that was
Yeah, we don't give a luck. We don't give a luck.
The joke is made by that point, Kirst. It's nothing
Yeah.
personal. Honestly, I wouldn't do that to you.
I wouldn't
Angela,
do that to you.
hang on, guys. I'm just replying to something in the chat there. Angela, that's what today was all about, sweetheart. Dan won't be going live tonight, or he's no plans to. So I just said I'd come up live so you guys have got somewhere to come just to wish each other happy Christmas and say hello. That was the only. I wasn't going to do one tonight, but some people asked if I would, so I said yes.
There you go.
It was Stuart B.
Yeah, actually, it was Stuart. He was the first one to ask, "Am I going to open a stream so we can all meet up for an hour or so?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a problem with that." I mean, if we'd had visitors or someone popped in, then yeah, I'd have probably shut down, or I might not have done it if it's family. I don't like to be rude. Normally, I'd carry on, but this time of year, if family drop in, obviously, I'm going to put them first.
Why?
Because they're the ones that have kept me alive.
There you go. You understand that? You
Respect.
understand that? Mrs. W in the background. I'm worried about Mrs. W in the background with her cough. I'm worried about you, that you've got bruises on your arm.
That's only where strangers, well, not strangers, but where people have been sticking needles in me.
Yeah.
It does look like I've been restrained because it does look like fingerprints, but
Actually, I'd actually like to say that this has been a pretty fucking tits up fucking Christmas Eve party.
well, the thing is a lot of people drink and I don't, and you know.
Oh, stop being a miserable all your life.
No, it doesn't make me miserable. It's just something I don't enjoy doing anymore. You know, I certainly don't enjoy the hangovers, and it certainly wouldn't be doing me any good physically now. That's the other issue. So, in one respect, retro, yeah, it's just as well I did with me issues now, especially with the blood. You know,
I think when people sort of reach a point in their life where they're thinking the drinking is holding them back, and they actually get through to them, it's often, I think, it's the physical aspect.
For some people, drinking just gets them through the day. To be honest, it's like a lot of things. Same with drug addicts. Some people need it just to get through the day. Yes, it's sad that they're in that situation where they need to do that or feel they need to do that. But
it's a small percentage in a way of speaking, though, because most of the people, because it's a very much a drinking culture. If you look through back the old program, everyone's always drinking.
Well,
and even
that
today,
goes back to when it was safer to drink mead and shit than drink the water.
Yeah.
I made a promise to my wife. I made a promise to my wife 22 years ago that I would never drink during the week. I don't drink from Monday to Friday. So I don't have any alcohol in my fucking life Monday to Friday.
Wow.
On Friday, I open the bar and I close the bar on Sunday. And I've never ever broken that rule in 22 years. So I don't understand your argument, Roger. I really don't.
No, I just don't enjoy it.
But that's your choice, not
Yeah.
mine.
As I said, alcohol turned me into somebody that I didn't like.
Yeah,
It
this
always
is
did.
agreeing to differ.
You know, if people, I mean, Heather likes a drink. I don't knock her for having a drink.
He doesn't like me when I'm drunk.
No, I don't like her when she's drunk. In
We're
fact,
not going
Nothing to sober.
No, Crystal Eve, we're not going down that road. No, we're not going down that road.
No.
All right,
in fact,
okay?
one year she ended up in bloody hospital at the Christmas party because she dropped her hip out of place.
Oh, ouch.
Well, I reckon that with all these viewers, that there's at least some percentage of the population, therefore probably in this case 2 or 3 viewers that believe you're actually Santa Claus, Rog, which would make Mrs. W Mrs. Claus.
Well, I'll tell you what,
You're not
Steve,
going to spoil some
I think
people's
it's the one, I
Christmas, are
think
you?
it's 1%.
I will put a picture up. Where is it? If I can find the bastard, what can I do with it? Here we go, because I've got to move a load of stuff for when we do the reboot of the computer. Did I put it in there? Nope. In there.
My purse is in the wallet.
Yeah.
Hi,
Kirsty.
You're right, Dales.
Yeah.
Now this is a very good picture.
As
Hi,
saw-
Heather. Come on.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
You all right, buddy?
How old are you?
Oh dear Lord. How old is that
OMG.
picture?
OMG. What the fuck is it?
That was me dressed as Santa. That is quite a few years ago. That is probably,
You're very definitely combustible.
well, I was, because that was in a biker's pub. And, it was a little grotto that we set up in the corner. We used to run a party every year for the kids. They all got a little
Well, I can't take you anywhere. I can't take you anywhere.
and the little bastard stole me Zippo lighter. And I looked round, and they'd just in behind me in the corner, in there, the little bastards had leant through the sheets around the grotto and set light to me frigging hay bale. And that was the last year I did that.
Right. I think that's as a health and safety directive. I think it might be a good thing to just leave it alone.
What we used to do, it was free pop and that and crisps for the kids. Obviously, if mum and dad wanted a wine or a beer, you know, they'd have to pay for it. And we left one lad behind the bar because it wasn't that busy. And there was kids leaning over the bar, pulling beers and bloody all sorts, you know, 4-year-olds. I'm like, oh my
So
Lord.
so that brings me back to the main point. Where's community gone?
I mean, you know, we used to do it every year in there. Every kid that came, we made sure they had a present of some description. And it gave the chance for them to bring their family into the pub, as it were. You know, it's they could come out for a Christmas drink and bring the family with them.
Exactly. Where's the community gone?
And a lot of them felt safe going in there because it was a biker's pub.
Yep.
You know.
Government
You understand
set
that? You
fire
understand
to
that?
the community spirit.
Right, guys, that's 10 to 7. Steve, do you want to have a quick play out with something there? You got something in mind?
I have, yeah. I picked probably the best one, and I've been trying to memorize the lyrics.
Right. Well, before Steve starts, because I'll finish the stream when he's finished the track. Everybody, thank you
Merry
for your
Christmas.
support throughout the year. You're an absolutely amazing bunch of people. Respectful. You all go way beyond that. We do appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. And I appreciate the fact that you're here each time to come and say hello, come and have a chat, have a discussion. And at my age and with my condition, as most of you know, this is my main outlet now. So I appreciate it personally on that level. I've met a lot of great friends, many of them this year. Some of you I've met in person, which is even better over the last couple of years. But I do class you all as friends. And I say that from there. I do appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful time or make the best of what you can. I won't say we'll be at the end of a phone all over Christmas if anybody wants to chat, because I'll be honest, we won't be. When we're doing a big family thing like this, I tend to turn everything off. The only thing that stays on is my personal phone, and that stays on there for emergencies from those that have got the number.
But if anybody needs to get in touch,
Yeah,
and we'll get back to you
you as soon as
when we've
possible.
got time.
Yeah.
Love you, Mrs. W. Love you, Mrs. W.
We would never ever turn our backs on anyone.
So with that, I will hand you over to Steve to play us out.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
You may need to go a bit closer, mate, to the mic.
Time every Santa has a ball. Your eyes don't breathe. Shine up on the sleigh. And the fairies keep them so for a day. So here it is. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Having fun. Oh, God.
Bit of Slade, a bit of Slade, a bit of Slade. I love this. Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's Christmas!
All right. God bless, God bless, God bless to all of you, and make sure that we are the strongest people in the fucking world.
Yes.
Amen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Christmas, everybody. Have a wonderful time.
Take care, peoples.
Bye.
Whoa. Sign out, please.
And,
Roger.